Yeah.
Are
This
you in
can't
pain?
No.
Are we sure?
Yo.
Oh, I see. Discord is back to showing it as the little tab as opposed to the big boy. Good job.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yo.
Luffy, don't give it up. Dream it.
Luffy, don't. Luffy.
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 Luffy. Don't give it up, Luffy.
Zoro.
Don't give it up, Luffy. Hey guys, welcome to another iteration of DBA Data Bounties, a spin-off of our weekly tabletop RPG running the anime campaign Epithet System, known as Destruction Bench Agreement. Taking place in that campaign's DBA database, which is a virtual reality landscape for all things related to the Destruction Bench Agreement tournament. People running it always need to stress test it, and fortunately for them, there are a bunch of DBA contestants, both proper and otherwise, wandering around ready to help them out with that. It's basically our way of having a challenge battle mode that functions in-universe. And speaking of those challenge battles or data bounties, we have the person running this one, Iris!
Hey everybody, it's me, Iris. People were like, we want a data bounty. And I was like, okay. So we're fighting my characters. Again.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a time.
It's gonna be a time.
The small little twist I did on it this time is I had everybody DA a different character that they would like to see me play. So nobody knows the full roster. Everybody just knows one piece of it. Scarlet was the sixth wild card pick, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Now I got our funny players. Hey guys, I'm Patronix or Austin, whichever you prefer. Today I'm playing Breeze Avery, my funny man who speaks gibberish and has it impact and destroy the world around him. God has forsaken us. Let's move on. We have Penny.
Hello. It's me, Penny. I'm once again playing funny magical girl maid summoner Athena. Most of her maids have icons now. I'm too lazy to do the last 4 in time for session tomorrow, so fuck it.
Yeah. Then we got Poco.
Hello, I'm Poco. I'm here playing Funny Lizard Deca. But I have a small question once we actually start the bounty.
Oh.
That's Deca.
Okay. Then we got Roche.
Wow. Hello everybody, it's me, Roche. I'm not playing Funny Lizard. Unfortunately. Right now I'm playing a new character. Her name is Iremono. She is, a half-ghost. Remove the ghost part.
She's half.
Half. That's the
at-
term for data fan.
And then there's, Faye.
Yeah.
There sure is.
There sure is Faye. Last but not least, we have Ballast.
Yeah, it's weird to be at the bottom of the Discord because I changed myself to... Sorry, I didn't change myself. My name has been changed to yourself because I had to at yourself.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's me. I'm playing... I don't know me. I haven't met any of these people before except for this fucking brat, so that's whatever, I guess.
Well, there's our funny party of 6 PCs, 5 players here at this very late night bounty because we've been craving violence, yeah, we want to do shit. If you're new around here and you're enjoying yourself and you want to know when, where, how, what? You can catch more of the stuff we're doing on the Twitch channel. You should join our funky Discord server. Fine dining! Ah, there it is! Click the link. Funny link. Click it. And yeah, let's go. Let's do late night bounty time.
Alright, give me just 1 second. I'm not going to start the music right away because I need to quickly do something. So hold on, let me move you guys over. Start behind the line as usual. Let me very quickly update this because I need it to to date.
Right. I guess I'm gonna start over here.
Yeah.
And I need to set that as default.
Make sure.
Everybody all right?
I just dropped some soda cans.
Oopsie daisy.
Just to make sure you are setting their stamina bars to invisible and all that shit, right?
No. Thank you for the reminder to do that. I will quickly do that before I reveal them.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friend. Okay. Let me.
God, it sure is something that Braze is probably the one that I want the sample of devil fruit from the most right now.
Listen, man, Breeze will be all for it.
Yeah, you can get a sample of his squamp.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have the no me, so having something of a similar name scheme wasn't beyond me.
I forgot you had.
If anything, I imagine it'd either be the splorf no me or the gibberish no me, you know?
Alright. So, I hope everything should be good. So, let me get a track for this from the funny. It's just gonna be the skirmish themes, I'll be honest.
It's
like
all
if
good.
you don't want it, then you'll have to not take it by listening to something else.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do oh my god, please roll 20. I'm fucking
Gloop
bleeding.
shit, oh no me, LMAO.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do bacteriophage again.
I always like this one.
Alright, are you guys ready?
I believe so.
Yep.
Boop.
There they are.
Me too. We should probably remove control of Celestine and Blackberry. Because I have control of them because of other things.
Okay.
That
Hold on.
initiative is not great.
Hey Poco, you first or me first?
I can go first and be a terrible, terrible lizard. Or
Sure,
be-
you go first.
So Roche, are you gonna go first or is Roche gonna go first?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go first.
I'm gonna be.
Oh damn it!
That
I
wasn't
forgot
one of
the
the options.
funny bit. I forgot the bit I was gonna do.
I mean, what was it?
The bit I was gonna do. I forgot because I was just bustling to get it done. But the bit I was gonna do is when I revealed them, it'd be like this.
LMAO. Paprika's fun.
Thanks. But it's okay. The bit has been ruined. So let me
Aw.
open up. No, it's fine. I closed Celestine's sheet on accident because I'm a massive ditz. There we go. All right. So you guys are all in. So let me now put these guys in, and I'm not gonna bother rolling. I'm just gonna put them between all you guys.
I forget, is Paprika like a chameleon witch or?
No. She's just a chameleon girl who is insane.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wait, Faye is actually here? I thought that was a bit.
No,
Alright.
she's here.
No, because the thing is that if the PC that someone is playing is under 50 total stats, the kid characters can be dragged in as well.
Yeah.
I see. Alright.
It's alright. What are they possibly gonna do?
No, someone,
Ruin-
what was it called
ruin my
again?
life.
Like Nighthog or Night... what? What was it?
I think I-
Nightshade,
Night...
Violet and Porcus.
Yeah. I'm never gonna get over that, I'm gonna be real.
Adelaide can be at 1.
I still have control of
Artemis
Phil.
does not have an initiative.
Yeah, I'm getting it, sorry. Can you change Deca to 16.5?
I can. If Roll20 will let me.
There you go, thank you. Okay, now we should be good. Alright.
No, Penny was saying something about having control of Celestine. I thought.
No, it's been fixed now. It's all good.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So Eva, to start off, I at least sort of know how Eva works. Let me double check. Yeah, that's lore passives. So yeah, okay. Eva is gonna go. She sees another baby. She's gonna go play with her. But she is going to not use her main action. She is instead going to use this to mark herself with the patience tokens. Hi there. And then it's gonna be Funny Deca's turn.
Okay. Well, I don't know any of you, but I have a question. As Deca's going over here, haven't you seen like this magic wand? It turns into like a vest. I dropped it. I think I dropped it here. That's why I'm here in the data chamber. I don't know where it is. If you see it though, can you like hand it back? I kind of need it.
Yeah, I'll look out for it. I can check my pockets. There seem to be a lot of things in there that I didn't put in there. But, who knows? Could be lost to Skimbo.
Damn, losing things and knowing approximately where they are can't. What the fuck's a skimbo?
Oh, you know. It's like Skimbo, you know.
Anyway, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. No, I don't know what your thing is, but it's unrelated. If anybody needs new powers, I have fruits available. Anyway,
Ooh,
what are you
fruit,
doing?
I'm hungry.
Weird, whoever the fuck you are.
Deca is hopping up fruit.
Only after you get the shit beat out of you first. It's more efficient.
What if I put on some wings?
I don't know what the fuck that means. And you don't have enough action economy to eat this now anyway. You've used the movement and the main action.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm afraid not, my friend.
Deca spends his entire turn being a derp. That's my turn.
Alright. Shoot.
Alright. Oh, that's not Artemis's sheet. Here we go. Yeah, so Artemis has gotten a little bit stronger since last time she's been, faced. Data Artemis wants to try out some of her new things. So... Eeny, meeny, you. She's gonna go over to Breeze.
Yeah.
And she's gonna, begin shooting him.
Okay.
She is gonna first, yeah, no, she's gonna use this on him. And then, she is gonna, use this. Advantage. Okay.
It's 2 damage.
It is 3 damage, actually.
3, okay.
I'm not gonna bother with the bullet hell bullets, but 3 damage, and then she gets to roll her first Dracoverus attack with double advantage. Haha. Which is gonna be, she's just gonna start off with her funny shotgun.
Oh.
So 19, eh? So this deals
It's gonna be 4 damage.
4. Fuck.
Oh, wait. 5. Sorry.
5. Fuck, man. I mean, at this point, I mean, she can still keep going. If I know Artemis, so.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, I think I should try and stop it before it goes any further. It's a 19, though, so I'm gonna have to roll pretty good. So I think I am gonna go for cool quickie, right? And basically, I want to, like, phase through Artemis and go, like, behind her, because it lets me move to 3 spaces and I can phase through solid objects. And instead of doing a cool pose, I want to do a cool, like, quing? I don't know, a cool quing, and I don't know, like a weird, like, spin kick bullshit. I want to just try and, like, as I'm passing through, kick her.
You're gonna quing her in the back of the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna
right?
quing her in the back of the head, so it just hits her, and so it knocks her off her game, so she can't continue doing shit, or at least it's hard, or I don't know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm not really sure if I made a mistake on not hiring this man.
You do your cool quing, right?
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good roll, so I'll say you just take cost.
Okay.
You don't take the damage. But rather than let you get in your shot, she's gonna try to turn this into a fight from the Bleach manga and try to also go behind you while you teleport behind her, right?
Alright.
She's not actually gonna. No, you know what? No, she's not gonna quite go that far. She's just gonna try to, when you try to quing her in the back of the head, she's gonna try to block it with her tail.
Okay. Now, because I think this is funny, right? So, like, I just performed an action, right? So as I'm quinging, right, like, you know, my leg and her tail hit. But, like, what if from under me, I just, like, what if I just, like... No, okay, never mind.
No, I don't think you just, like, actually. So basically, the way this works out is you dodge her attack, but then she blocks your counterattack.
Yep.
So she is going to get to keep going.
Alright.
She's gonna fire a second time with her shotgun.
Okay. So this is
That's
another 5.
that's another 5 damage. Yeah.
Breeze isn't going to be lasting for very much longer, guys.
Alright,
Man.
well,
Mhm.
hold on. seeing this, I'm gonna try and call the queen on that. Which what this does? Let's say Aaron would roll 2d3, and on a 2 and a 3, the act is doubled, but on a if any result is a 1, the action is halved.
Bold play going for my D3. Luck with Aaron.
I mean, hey, you know, there you go, action half.
So it would be
Rounded up.
so 3 damage.
So
Yeah. 3 damage instead of 5 damage, and I now have that stored as a separate anytime that I can use.
Okay, makes sense. Is that all that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I mean, I can still use it, but I'm not going to yet.
Then, my brain isn't gonna let me figure out how to use the ice or fire bullets right now, so I'm gonna just switch her gun over to the rifle mode, and costs. Blah, blah. Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? I'll use the bayonet of the rifle to make it the last attack and try to hit him really bad, really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna do that, but it is going to deal on. Where is the? Yeah. So what would be doing? 7 damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Oh boy, would you like me to try and mitigate that a little bit?
I mean, here's the thing. On one hand, yes, especially since your turn is coming up. Yeah, no, since your turn is coming up, yes.
Yeah, it'll also be free for me to do it because.
Well then, yeah,
it's
I'd
free.
appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the stored shotgun half that I had before to try and just point blank shoot Artemis with her own shotgun, effectively, to try and knock her off a little bit.
Knock me off, Penny.
Okay.
I'm really tired right now, stream.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
My crit name is in current session. Hold on, let me. Oh wait. Oh god. Oh no. I know who I know who I've just summoned. Of course I summoned her. Hold on. Poor sweet Helena.
Why is she so small?
She's. I don't know. Anyway,
Holy shit, she's tiny.
Oh no, sorry. This is a one cost, but whatever. Anyway, she comes out with a half of Artemis's shotgun and shoots her.
I see.
Goes back. I just wanted to pull her out.
So
would-
that would be doing 3 normally, but 6 because of the thing.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna have Artemis try to dodge this as well. Hold on, let me check how this... Yeah, she's gonna try to just leap in the air to avoid the blast. Alright, yep, she is going to still take a bit of damage, because it wasn't at 20, but since she rolled pretty well, it will be reduced a little bit, and she will now be up in the air.
Should I continue this anytime chain to hold her?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, no, I
need
think
to interrupt the bayonet.
Yeah, yo, thanks. You're really saving my ass here.
Well, I have to protect my employees, I suppose, even if it is only a temporary arrangement.
It's your turn, Athena.
All right. My main action is going to be to summon a maid. The roll to summon them doesn't matter. It is purely to determine whether or not they have an action or a move action or whatever, and I assume on a 5 they don't.
No.
This is one of the ones that has not been drawn yet, so... oh, fun. It's, Lennox. He's got a spacesuit. 11-4. Okay.
Cool.
That is my main action. Hold on. Full movement. What was her passive again? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah,
I have forgotten something, by the way. Hold on. It'd be like here, I think.
I think it would just be like here, just right in the middle.
Yeah, just right there, yeah.
Alright.
Is this a Pokemon track or is this something
Yeah,
else?
it's
Yeah, this
from
is a Pokemon.
it's like a remix of a Gen 3 track.
I see,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
I think it's the gym leader theme.
No, it's the
It's,
Frontier Brave.
Yeah, Frontier Brains.
Okay.
Alright, well. I think that's enough for me. Gonna just like... Well, you know what, no, I'm gonna move down here next to Aaron, just in case he feels like giving me a fruit, but I'm not gonna like ask for it or anything.
Alright, so Celestine.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
My 5 costs, so that again.
Well, it would be if Tony would let me open her sheet, wouldn't it? Cool. I guess I have to refresh and open them all up again.
Hey, Iris.
Yes.
Are you using Chrome?
Yes.
Are you using VTT?
Yes.
You might need to update it. That's what I needed to do earlier today.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I did that while I was doing stuff for tomorrow.
Oh, of course This has to happen right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Sorry,
No,
everybody.
it's all good. Bless.
Boss.
Thank you.
Oh, I fucking hate Roll20 so much, dude. I just hate it so much. Okay, let me at least get the music going again.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
going.
New tab. Extensions. You removed the old one, right?
Yeah, you remove the old one, download the new thing, load unpacked, and you just load the extracted RAR file. Like the extracted one after you move it to a folder or something. And you just put the whole folder in there. You'll do that. You'll have to reset up all of your VTT settings, like if you have the names gone or all the different things, because it'll be just a fresh slate for VTT, which is a lot of things I don't like on the default, but you know.
Yeah, I don't either.
'Tis the plight of using Google Chrome and VTT.
Yeah, what folder do I put it in again?
You just put it in, so long as it's in its own folder, that's all that matters. You just put it in a folder. Then,
Yeah.
Yeah, then you just load unpacked on the extension. Yeah.
God, I fucking hate having to do this shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
Where is my BTT folder?
It's always so weird to me that, for some reason, they're like, VTT can still exist on Firefox, but Chrome? No. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
because they probably focus on making it for Chrome.
And then it's load unpacked, right?
Yep,
in the
load
extensions. Yep.
Yep.
Oh my lord. Extract here. Okay. Load unpacked. BTT. Okay. Extension. That's done. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
No.
Yeah, then you're gonna need to
I'm
refresh
literally
again.
gonna die. Yeah, I am.
Me when I'm forced to confront my own mortality.
Yeah.
Now I know how Snow felt, dude. Just dying. I'm getting overwhelmed, but instead of by monsters, it's by Roll20. The monsters that created it. Okay, now I need to turn off the map so that I can do anything, because
Yeah.
that will not work.
You need to turn off the names and get rid of all the canvas labeling, and at this point you should be good to go once you clear that. I mean, again, disregarding the character sheets you need open, of course, but you know.
What was Benton?
What was me? Wagga bubba bubba.
Death.
No. No.
Oh my god. There's so many settings. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I want hide player list. That's one of the most important ones. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. Where's the goddamn map? Hold on.
God, I hate that the one that shows you what layer you're on is
Yeah.
default.
I don't
Yeah.
get it either. I don't know why. They're like,
That's so fucking stupid.
it really is.
Alternative page toolbar, yeah. Okay. And then I don't want. The thing is, I like literally have to do this because I don't want to have 8 character sheets open and be dealing with all this shit. So I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, most of the stuff that you need to change is in like the canvas area because it's the hide player list, the draw token layer on tokens, mouse click to switch token layer, display current layer on canvas, and then usually you can fuck around with a couple of things on initiative, but that's really all you need. IMO changes the canvas stuff.
I also don't want the default camera position. Where is that?
Well, the
There it
default
is.
camera position is a thing where like you have to like manually set it.
Right, yeah.
It's basically a thing that the GMs can set up so that when you enter a map, it's the default position regardless. It's actually pretty useful, but it only affects people that have BTT, so it's like a thing you need to establish before.
I just don't even want it on my screen when I'm not using it, so.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's open up all the character sheets again. For real, I know that the reason why Wizards of the Coast neglects their fucking program is because it's not where they make their money, it's where they, you know, it's just like they see it as a service they provide to make their already, you know, perfect game, quote unquote, just a bit easier to use online and all that shit. It's not like seen as like one of their mainline things, but you know what? They can bite my ass anyway. It's still so many stupid little errors that are so annoying to deal with. Okay, Celestine. Okay, I'll take her turn since I have her shoot up now. Yeah. Okay, sorry everybody. God damn. Alright, first of all, I believe... yep. Okay, just get my one minion as Celestine.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my fucking me too, little guy. She's gonna go ahead and spend that one stamina bonus action to try to make the minion less shit. She's gonna give him the same knife I want to murder the Roll20 staff with. There we go. So just
Holy shit.
Damage.
It does a little bit more damage, but a lot more damage against Alpha specifically.
It's not her fault.
I know.
She didn't ask to be made this way. Okay, and then let me get the other sheets up too. So, we got Rika. And we got, Eva. That's right. Okay. Alright. So, Celestine and her minion. Let's see. Okay. Yep, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 6. Go up here. And she's gonna have the minion, she's gonna... You think your servants are more competent than mine? She's gonna have him attack Lennox. That's gonna do 1 damage. And, she's gonna use Regal Presence on Athena. Yeah. So again, you don't feel any force compelling you actually, but if you don't bow, then she's gonna attack.
Yeah, no.
Okay, she's gonna attack. Oop. And rolls with advantage, yeah, so I get to roll again.
Just in case you get a 20.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spend the additional stamina just now, so it's just gonna do 6 damage.
Would you like some help?
If you're up for it, yeah.
Might as well. Deca seeing a large sword and wanting to test out their new upgrade is gonna try to Shade Shackler the sword in the air. Unless I roll.
You got
Oh,
an 18.
even.
That's good. Okay, so you're basically stopping the attack with like a chain.
No, it literally pins the sword in the air via its shadow. And it stays that way for 2 rounds as I have control over it.
It's your almost turn.
Alright. So, I can either do a really big thing right now, but I need a fruit from you, fruit guy, or like I could just do a bunch of lesser stuff.
I mean, sure, tosses it to you.
Thanks. She, looks over the fruit. Soul Cascade. This is gonna be a 14 cost because Artemis is right there.
That's the
All
cost
right.
you paid.
That's what I rolled. Now, the funny thing with Iraimono, right? So she has ghosts that follow her around. She has 13 of them, and usually she can only have 1 inside of her body. She has 13 and a shard of Artemis' soul. Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna use my move action to eat that funny devil fruit. So I'm back up to 12, and I
D28.
roll a D28.
No, sorry, D38.
Ah, okay.
Funny fruit.
16 is the Majo no Me.
Oh, that'd be really helpful if I had a fucking soul.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's protecting the other souls.
Oh, it is. In which case, because I actually succeeded. Huh?
In which. Anyway, go ahead.
Because I succeeded at Soul Cascade, I do happen to have a second main action that is half effectiveness. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna first of all use a bonus action because my bonus action because I have a ghost. I'll just post my list of them. Vlatka, right? I don't have all of them on here, but she has a thing that lets her poke herself for 1 damage as a bonus action. And you might ask, why would you want to deal 1 damage to yourself? Because when I take piercing damage, which is what the weapon is, I get a funny thing. I'm gonna add 1 to my crit range. And now I'm going to do Spirit Wave technique on Artemis. I'm gonna start off pretty simple. Let's go with Anne and do 2 blasts that maybe knock her back a little bit with the force. No, that's cool. That's the end of my turn.
Sorry.
Now it's your turn.
Unfortunate.
No, that was the second action.
It was just a joke about turn.
As in,
Penny.
it's Faye's turn now. Yeah.
Right.
So I assume that you're coming over here because you are attempting to challenge me, or are you looking to play?
Oh, I'm always looking to play.
Play dead.
She holds up her arm and the bullet,
It's
the
not a bullet, it's a toy laser.
the laser, oh wait, if you don't play she shoots the laser and, oh god, how would you even react to this?
It's a joke because you actually die when I hit you.
I think, you know what? Eva has the mind of a child. So, I'm gonna say this actually would deal a bit of psychic damage to her. So what she does is she holds her arms, which Faye can now see are like weirdly like made of this weird looking metal material from like the elbow down. She holds up her arms and, you know, the laser, you know, glances off, but like leaves a bit of a wound there, you know, definitely for sure. And she is gonna take some psychic damage from this, right?
Wow.
Oh, that's quite the dangerous weapon you have. But
The
it's going to
finest
take
in
much
alien
more than
tech.
that to affect me.
If that's not enough for you, I do have my mind powers.
Is that so?
As a
I
bonus
can't wait
action,
to see them.
as a bonus action, Faye is going to rub her rock.
Cool.
And then she's gonna walk away to outrange Eva.
You can't run forever.
Rub this rock.
Like,
That's the
here's
end
the
of
thing.
Faye's turn.
Normally, I understand the joke. Normally, I wouldn't do that. But since it's Eva, I honestly think it would. Like, she wouldn't play along. Alright. Blackberry. What is happening over there? Alright. Let's see. What would be best for Blackberry to do here? She has so many goddamn options at this point. Yeah, I think... Yeah. Now, hold on a second. What was that? What was that new thing? I need to remind myself.
The most recent thing she got was the thing where at the start of combat she can choose one of her abilities. If it's a main action, normally it's like an any time. If it's a bonus action, it had something else. If it was already an any time, it's a twice per round.
Yeah. I remember that. I just don't remember where I wrote it down.
I can grab it.
Thanks. Where?
Blackberry. Come on. Blackberry. Cinnamon Twist Buffalo Pig. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep. Experience level.
I think I might have forgotten to put it down.
It's all good.
Sorry.
Yep. So, at the start of combat, Blackberry can choose any of her abilities. If this ability is a main action, it is now an anytime for the combat. If this ability is a bonus action, and now it is a separate anytime usage that costs an additional 2 stamina for the combat. If this ability is an anytime, it becomes a twice per round for the combat. If the chaos continues as chosen, it becomes twice per combat for the combat. Blackberry cannot choose the same ability 2 combats in a row, which carries over in between sessions.
Right. Can you paste that to me really quick?
Yeah.
Because again, I think I picked what it was for that combat, but then I never like.
Yeah. Because you had it be
Just
put it
Rainbow
down.
Run last time.
Yeah, so it can't be Rainbow Red this time.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is also a data Blackberry, so
Yeah.
I don't think it really applies.
You can. basically, if I were you, I would either treat it as A, it doesn't apply because it's Data Blackberry, or B, it does apply to Rainbow Rain because it's taking the last scene thing Blackberry did, which would have been after 139, and so the data would have been taking that.
Yeah.
That's up to you, though. This is the upgrade.
Well, paste it to me regardless.
I did.
Because, yeah, I don't have a better idea right now, so I'll keep it on Rainbow Rain.
Okay.
Yeah, is this just like a new passive?
It's like a new passive, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Again, why didn't I write this
Probably
down
because
here?
it was in the middle of 139 that you got it, and it was kind of a hectic time.
Yeah, I just... It's just being a big gay idiot. Okay. Well, I'll just do what the Romy was doing, because I don't have a better idea right now. So, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to use Rainbow Rain on this area. Yep, so she's going to teleport here. Or wait, no, she wouldn't teleport, because she's not ravenous. Or hungry, I mean. So that's boop, and then boop.
So 3 damage?
Yes. And single reality warp effect. Which I will roll once I find it. What's
Who was
up?
this on? Sorry, which area?
This is the 3
Everybody
bedroom
in
with
here.
literally the most targets.
Lennox, Minion, Celestine, Athena, Deca, Aeron.
Is Minion dead, or is that only hit enemies?
It heals allies,
Yeah.
so...
That's how it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's what I like to call the Moira beam.
If I ever find it, I'll make sure to roll that reality warp. Nope, there's the reality check table.
Which means it's above that.
Yep. You know, you could probably just
I'm gonna take a massive
hold on. You could probably
gay
just
shit.
hold on. It'd be 1T. I imagine it's just reality. It would be
Oh, here it is. I found it. But thank you.
No. Oh, what reality warp table? Got it.
So, genre shift or grow shrink?
Yeah, I'm gonna make everybody really small.
Oh, you're small.
Motherfucker. Swear to God.
Hold on.
Doesn't that make
Uh,
Celestine and Minion small?
Yes.
It's fine.
The minion is really small.
Considering he's a gremlin, I assume Deca and Celestine are the same small relative height to each other, and then
About,
yeah.
Okay. There we go. So that's that. And then Blackberry is going to yeah, I can finally actually like do this combo because Rainbow Rain's in any time. It's a fucking Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
She's gonna use this on Breeze.
Okay. So this is dealing 4, yeah?
Well, yes, it would. It would be doing 4.
Yep.
However, because she is hungry, now, which I'll change her, change over, to her thing, this will chain to, Lennox, Aeron, Athena, and Deca, and do 6 to each of them.
Huh.
But then they will not be shrunk anymore after that.
Okay.
Yeah, Blackberry's kind of insane now because of that, because of all the shit she's
It's
got.
almost like I
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get the feeling that we probably don't want to get hit by this.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Hmm.
I would like to not die.
Well, I'm gonna try it anyway. Alright. Someone not involved. Iramono.
Okay.
This could make things horrifying.
Oh, it could.
2d3.
Such
It
as.
did, yep.
2-3.
Alright, so the effect is multiplied by 1.5 times.
So we take 9.
I take,
Yes.
and I take 6.
Well, I was already going to. So does that mean that? No, you can't multiply removing an effect. That's not how that works. So yeah, no, we just return.
Yeah, no, we just returned a normal size.
Yeah, but anyway, that does lead into. I was going to use 2 to vengeance anyway. So instead of having a 6 damage base, it's 9 damage. So would you say it rounds up to 5 or it rounds down to 4?
This is like the
This is
number
me-
of like demo
Yeah.
fruits you're getting, right?
No.
Sorry.
What Seed of Vengeance does is after I take an effect, either damage or a raw effect, if it's damage, I can create a seed that, once used by me or an ally, gives a flat roll bonus to an action targeting the person that dealt damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
Equal
say
to
it rounds
half
up.
ra-
Then.
Yeah, so I have a +5 that I will be using for myself against Blackberry then.
Yeah, gotcha. I skimmed the ability and then my brain was like, you didn't read anything.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna do this now, I'm just letting you know that I now have a stored version of Hungering Void that is half effectiveness at its hungry level.
Alright, can you unshrink us?
oh right, yes.
Which could come in handy later.
Mm-hmm.
God, my brain is so ridiculous. Alright. I'm, just for the sake of being nice, I'm gonna end her turn there. I don't have to, but it's Aaron's turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to first eat my Devil Fruit as a move action to recover 5. +5.
Yep, fair enough.
And then Devil Fruit 37.
You guys already know who picked Blackberry, right?
Yes.
So number 1 is the Guru, which I don't want. So I'll take the mythical model Phoenix. With
I'll just
my talent.
check the Phoenix.
Just the mythical model Phoenix.
Alright, so do I go on
Can you even imagine what it's gonna be like when Austin gets to that part and sees who has that?
Oh yeah. We'll see. We'll see if he ever gets further
Oh.
again.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
No, we're gonna raid again soon. We said.
Anyway, that was my move action. I'm gonna use my main action and let me double check. What's the range of bullet speed again? It's 4 spaces. You are fucking 6 spaces away. So guys, do
Yeah.
we want to stop Blackberry from using Rainbow Rain ever again?
That would be good. There are a lot of abilities of Blackberries that
The
would be
thing
very
is that
good.
my ability requires me to have target
Right.
an ability I see.
If that's the case, I feel like that's a pretty decent option, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, let's just Feast or Famine. Either you get the shit beat out of it, or no more Rainbow Rain. So either Blackberry
God.
takes 15 irreducible damage and I heal for 5, or she cannot use Rainbow Rain anymore.
I'm gonna take 15 damage.
Alright, so
Yeah,
I get
Blackberry has a ton of-
+2. And that's why I used it. It's almost like, yeah, that's just good damage.
I'll tell you guys, I didn't even give her extra stamina, even though it's hard difficulty.
So that was my turn.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. I don't suppose, I don't mean to impose, but may I have one of your fruit? I am.
You can have it, but we'll see if you survive long enough to have a move action to eat it.
You know what? That's valid.
Kind of. Am I the same?
Sure, go ahead, kid. Whatever the fuck you are.
I'm a Deca.
I don't fucking care. That's my
Now,
turn.
alright. So here's something I realized a bit ago with Paprika, right?
Yeah.
So, Roche. Faye's like tiny baby, right?
Oh no.
They're small.
I have some very bad news for you.
I think these guys are smaller currently.
That is
They're
true. That
wait.
is
Oh, yeah.
true. No, they aren't unshrunk, actually.
Yeah.
To be fair. So, okay, in that case, I am gonna have her roll the D3 since it's allies. So it's only on a 3. Oh no. Well, all right. She's gonna come over here. Another assistant to help us. On the minion.
Oh no!
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, the tongue shoots towards the minion, and the minion, who is like looks really tired and sleepy, is like, Naruto, and just like dodges to the side.
Oh my god, he's not sleeping. He's in ultra instinct.
Dun, 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 dun.
She will. Since she did that and missed, she will be able to shift her focus just a little bit, though. And she's gonna do this on Breeze.
Alright.
Okay,
So
I
what
get
does this
one
do?
dream.
Alright, one.
It's just
Nothing.
She
It's
gets
just a buff for me.
effect for later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Or no, we'll use yellow.
And this isn't the real Paprika, so she's not getting anything permanently. Dream of Breeze, but it is gonna let me do stuff to you later.
Yeah.
Dream of Minecraft.
It's so pretty. Oh,
No, it's
God,
not.
Please, tell me. Don't. Splorf it. Alright, that'll be it for now, Breeze.
Yeah, so Aaron doesn't have any more fruits, right?
I'm afraid not.
Good. Okay. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna very, very, very quickly be right back, just for a
Oh,
second.
okay, well then I'll hold off. Because I know what I'm gonna be doing.
I wouldn't have
okay.
taken it if I won at 5 stamina.
No, it's fine.
You go, and then I'll just very
Oh,
quickly
okay.
be right back
If
before
that's
Allie.
the case, Artemis is still in the air, right?
Yes.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Radicool Shot, and instead of having the ball be constructed of pure ki, it's gonna be constructed of pure klung, which, is a big, heavy thing. So I basically just want, like, weird metal energy ball that I throw up to Artemis, deal damage to, and then it fucking, as it hits her, like, fucking
You're like
meteors her back
throwing
down.
her an anvil, and
Yes.
she catches it, and then okay.
Yeah, basically hammer shotting her so it hits her and then drags her down to deal extra damage. I'll do
Alright.
a 3 costy for this. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good.
It is.
Alright, Ball Constructor Pure Key. And yeah, so basically, big heavy, so it's dealing extra damage.
Yeah, dealing
and
extra
pulling her down
damage
to the ground.
inherently, and then also dragging her down for extra big slam fall damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have that be the damage she takes just off the bat. I'm gonna... Now, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a roll to try to resist some of the fall damage
Yeah.
because of this.
Oof.
So, her strong leggies might be strong, but her armies? I don't know about that, Chief. And
Yeah.
the hammer thing crushes into the arms as she falls, and partially restrains her in place, so she's going to be taking extra damage, and is partially restrained.
All right, and while she's down there,
Ah, fuck!
let's hit her while she's down. Why don't we?
How about you don't?
She says as a yo-yo smacks her in the forehead.
Give me a moment, because I forgot that I needed to open up Athena's trough upgrades. I don't have any written yet, but I'm
That's
just
fine.
gonna open them up so I can write them later tomorrow.
Yeah.
As in,
That's fine.
she would get something because she crit, so she's at 11. But not yet. Okay, so, all right, you are just hitting her with the yo-yo, and this just does
Just
whatever damage.
extra blunt damage, yeah. Normally it's meant for me to modify it, but I'm gonna be real. I'm just going for the damage right now.
All right. Well, despite Artemis's extra tankiness, she's looking a little bit bad after that.
All right.
Not like awful, but a bit bad.
All right. Well, job well done by me. Let's kick back with a little soda. And I'm gonna do the West thing and try and get soda. No. At
No.
least it's
Yeah, you
free.
When you
Kick back for some soda, he says. And then nothing
Wait,
happens.
was it this? Deca holds up the can that he swiped earlier.
Oh. Yeah, that. Huh.
It's tasty. He begins to eat the can. There's no drink left. He's just eating the can.
His eyebrow twitches a little bit. Cool. All right. You stay there. Pointing to Artemis. Is gonna go like.
Yeah, like I have a choice.
Bada bing.
Ah.
Bip. Bop. Boop. We're just gonna stay back a little bit. No, wait. A little bit more back. Hold on. I was here. How far away is that? No, it's too far. All right. Apparently this is 5 spaces away.
Is this set to?
Yeah, it
Surely
should
it
be.
is.
It should be. Yeah, because it's.
Yeah, it is.
Are
okay.
is Artemis prone? Is that why you're doing your arrow through them, or?
I mean, she is prone.
She's prone right now. Yes.
All right, just
Yeah.
making sure.
All right. Yeah. We'll go here.
I assume you step over her, not on her.
Yeah.
That's, I would give her more of a percentage to fucking
Yeah,
go
no.
ape shit.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
he wouldn't do that. He'll fucking smack her in the face with a yo-yo for fighting, but not like just step on her like that. That's
all right.
needlessly cruel.
Yeah. Feel free to just discuss plans for a minute. I just really need a drink. I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah.
I assume I'm going to be the healer then.
Most likely, yes.
Ugh.
There's a good chance. I do have a question for anyone who knows. Is Paprika's jacket like an actual chameleon, or is it just cloth that looks like
It's a chameleon cloak. Chameleon
It's a
cloak.
chameleon cloak.
Oh, I have a horrifying idea.
Uh-huh.
Because
Cool.
if that's a real chameleon cloak, that means a dead chameleon. What if it was an alive chameleon eating her?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Let's see, so... I don't know, yeah, okay, so Deca goes first. So whenever it gets to your turn, Poco, it's gonna be a D36 for the amount of fruits you roll.
That'll be the first thing I do, is consume fruit.
I'm gonna be real, I get the feeling we're about to get AoE to fuck by Adelaide.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that I stayed away from Aeron because 3 people is more of a target than 2 people.
That's fair.
That's fair. We would be up to 4 people though.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry. Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Adelaide. Let's see here. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about this. I forgot Adelaide has this now, Jesus. Alright. Adelaide first is gonna do this. Yup, it's gonna heal Artemis for 2. And then, let's just have her, start making a potion, why don't we? Well, okay. Do I want her to do that? Yeah, I'll just use a main action to do it. Why not? Okay. So, I can pick what I make because I'm using it as a main action. So let's make... Yeah, she's gonna make a... I'm gonna make a stupidity potion. And just hold on to that for a minute.
That's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Yeah. No, you know what? No, she makes that. She's gonna go up and give that to Artemis real quick. So Artemis is really stupid right now.
Okay.
And what this does is it gives a big roll bonus to super stupid fucking ideas.
So it's just inherently...
Deca.
Artist starts to turn into Deca. I see.
Yeah, a little bit. And then... did Adelaide have... yeah, that's not useful right now. Is this... Yeah, that's not a combat thing anymore. Yeah, no. Okay, that's just it. Eva. Eva, I mean, she has her target, so she's gonna go... what's her movement again? Yep. She's gonna go... 2, 5, 6. And, you know, she's gonna continue the fun game they're playing. So... Yeah. Okay, before I do this just yet, I'm gonna mark, Faye specifically with 2 patience tokens. And she will just be, you know, humming to herself. Bad things for you when I attack you. But she's just gonna be humming a tune to herself. Deca's
Okay. Well, Deca has a plan. A wonderful plan. First, Deca's gonna eat the fruit, because I need that stamina.
That's 12 is the Numa Nomi.
Which one?
That is the swamp Logia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that I always get. Big
Austin's
fucking
gonna
god.
hate the one who has that, too.
Yeah, you know.
Lovely. Yeah, that's horrifying.
Yeah, no, seeing Deca get that, Aaron's like, you know, I'm pretty sure this is... He thinks to himself, I'm pretty sure this is the first time that someone's got it. Well, I've had the ability to make contracts. Then audibly, after this is all done, if you want to keep that permanently, I would be more than willing.
I just ate a fruit. What are you talking about?
You can turn to fucking brackish water or some shit right now.
I can turn into water. Mm.
Brackish.
Oh god, giving Deca like a subspace is horrifying.
Yeah, no, that's why I actually offered it, because I knew it would be something that he might actually want.
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta understand, this fruit literally turns you into a bag of holding.
Well, for the moment, Deca's looking around, sees Paprika. Sees that they're wearing a chameleon as a cloak.
It's her chameleon cloak, yes.
Okay.
It's not like a chameleon skin, but it's just like modeled after a chameleon.
Okay, that ruins my plan. I was certainly not going to turn that chameleon skin alive to eat you. No.
I mean, the thing is, your stuff just animates something, right? Even if it's just modeled after a chameleon, it can.
No, it takes an object made of a dead creature and makes it into a.
I see.
Yeah. I understand
Yeah.
that would have been really good, and I don't want to say no to your ideas, but it really isn't like a dead chameleon. It's just a cloak that's
But
magic.
what if I skewed it to my favor once per combat?
Oh,
To skew it, that's a chameleon cloak. It's the skin of a chameleon. I'd like to roll for that if I could, real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Sure.
this is meant to be like fate or something, but like
Your power's like, close enough.
I guess Paprika
Yeah,
put on the
alright.
chameleon skin cloak today.
And,
cozy.
in that case, it's about to get a little more cozy, as I'm going to make it alive, and therefore it's like you're half eaten by it at this point.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is it Paprika? In every data bounty Paprika's in, it's either Boar or apparently the inverse.
What do you mean the inverse?
She's getting bored instead
That's
of doing
still
it.
more.
I mean, you're right. Okay. So,
So how much does it cost for Paprika to get eaten by her own chameleon cloak?
well, it's not gonna, like, kill her instantly, but I'll say that it's gonna do damage over time for sure. I'll say a 2 cost.
Cool. Also, I don't have control over it. That's just a wild animal.
Yeah, literally, just the hood of her cloak is just sort of like you see that, like, the eye parts of it sort of start going back and forth, and then it just starts going like, on her head. Ow, this hurts.
Well, fuck.
That's
You are a
weird.
terrifying little creature.
Sorry, that doesn't usually
I think
happen.
it's the weird fucking tools he keeps pulling up.
They're fun. They're necks. I love necks. They also keep me alive.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Artemis's turn? Or unless you're using any other minor actions.
Oh, you're moving. Oh no,
well,
you used
move
a...
action.
Yeah, you
I got a bonus action. I'm gonna have to go get it real quick.
Oh,
but-
you know what? Do you know what I think would be fun, right? I had it do some initial damage just for it, starting to do this, right? But
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is have it act like the Emmerich bleed effect, where every time she moves or does anything, the chameleon cloak is agitated and eats her slightly more, so it takes more
See,
damage.
I thought what you were gonna do is, is on her turn, it's going to just leave her and start to try and consume Celestine Hall, since it activates under similar circumstances to her as a chameleon.
That would be funny as well, to be honest. I'll see what happens. You might be able to, like, I'll say you might be able to manipulate the chameleon in some way. I don't know. Get Rorik in here.
Oh gosh. So it's my bonus action real quick. Because I have control over this sword that's still in the air, even though we were all shrunk. Deck is just gonna stretch the sword until it's big enough
This
just
is
to squish
Sorry,
Celestine.
Okay, so she's yeah, so the sword which is pinned in the air, he's gonna try to, like,
He's basically stretching it and then dropping it.
okay, so you're trying to just make Celestine drop it on herself, right? Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. Yeah, okay. Celestine, Let me let me read this really quick. Oh, yeah, no, that's not how that works. Okay, yeah, no, she can't do anything against this. This is just gonna do some damage to her.
Hooray!
Ow!
He just took the shadow of the blade and fucking stretched it to be wide and terrible looking. God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the sword from Homestuck, as in...
Yeah.
I think I'm out of action, so for now that's my turn.
Sort of dummy thick cleans.
Oh, God. Alright, Artemis. So, she's pinned under this thing. And not only that, but she's really fucking stupid, right? So here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna use the hardened part of her tail to try to grab onto the thing. And use that as leverage to pry the thing off of her, right? That's gonna be how she starts this. I'm just gonna give her a cursory roll to see how well that goes. Okay, decent enough, right? So she manages to lift this heavy fucking hammer thing off of herself, right? And she looks right towards you, Breeze.
Yeah.
And then she gets like a really like a fucking, you know, light Yagami expression as she gets like what she clearly thinks is the smartest idea she's ever had in her life, and she's gonna start spinning like a person, like, you know, when you're doing the like what's it called, when you're throwing the like really heavy weight and you spin in place to like the hammer toss to give yourself momentum. She's gonna start spinning in place to try to hammer toss it towards Breeze, using the momentum of her own spin. And this is going to have a slight bonus, not only because she's attacking Breeze, but because she has a bonus to stupid ideas right now. Alright, she spins and spins, and manages to hammer shot this towards you. You're going to be taking 8 damage if this is allowed to hit.
So I'm going to try and quickie to go
This
up.
is her main action, though. She's not going to do anything else.
Cool, that's great. I'm going to try and go quickie out of the way by going upwards. Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is, because, I need to try and conserve some level of stamina, I'm gonna have it so that, with Cool Quickie, it has, you know, I return to the ground as sparks fly off of me. Instead of sparks flying off of me, I'm gonna do, like, glimmies, which if I remember correctly, I did glimmies in League of Legends to try and heal myself, so I'm trying to do that again. So, basically, going up into the air to try and avoid this, and then when I return, just do a little healing to myself, but we'll see. No, I just take, 8 damage, so I'm not good. I'm not looking good.
Do you want
No,
help?
I'm really sorry.
Do I want what?
Do you want help?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're basically hammer tossing things to hit Breeze, so I'm just trying to figure out how to craft this in a dumb manner. I think I'm just gonna have to do the best I can, where Shade Shackler to just shackle it in the air. That way it doesn't, you know, go towards him and crush his face. Maybe.
Okay. So, yeah, so this is just like freezing it in the air, right? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that since you didn't roll as high as Artemis, like, I'm basically, with the buffs, I'm considering her roll to be an unnatural 20, pretty much. So, I'm gonna say you do it. It's a bit too late when you do it to fully stop the blow. Like, you're stopping it, like, kind of as it's starting to collide with Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
But you are definitely halting it, slowing its momentum. So I'm gonna say, Breeze, give yourself 4 back.
Thank you, Poco.
Dagger gives a thumbs up.
Breeze also gives one as the his own fucking like shot put ball almost crushes his skull.
Alright, Athena.
Alright. Well, first things first. I'm gonna spend funny move action.
D35.
I want health.
Let's see, 14. Let's see, 11, 12, 13. Inu no Mi model Cerberus.
Okay.
That's something.
Feeling like a wolf today, friend.
If the Numa wasn't gotten, then you would have had the Suna, but you know.
I see. Holy shit, hold on. Is triple threat just there by default?
Is what?
Triple threat? This one
Yes.
thing?
You just have it, yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's just a passive thing, yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep that in mind for now. As a free action, I'm gonna grab a weapon from one of my maids. 18th maid is okay. Alright. Which one of us has the the most powerful basic attack?
Probably.
I have a 5 damage. It's Iramona by far, probably, considering
Yeah.
as many things are currently in it.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I have like 50 different variations.
Because I have Cello Grandiose. I could just replicate a basic attack of another allied unit, turn it into
Oh,
sound,
sweet Christ. Okay,
replicate
so
its damage and extra effects.
Yeah, okay, so then let me just send you the special effects soul staff, Doc, because that means you get the soul staff with all the effects of the current souls.
Oh god.
Give me a second. Where the fuck are you? My DM's Penny. There you
I
go.
know where Penny is in my DMs.
Yeah.
As well as you can also add minor effects related to Artemis, because there's an Artemis soul shard in it currently.
Alright.
There's a gun in there.
Oh, so many. You know what? Okay.
Yeah, there is. That's
Alright.
why I was like, oh, okay.
How long does your things? How long does Soul Cascade last?
It's until the end of combat, or until the souls are pushed out of her.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to save that in my back pocket. For now.
Uh-huh.
I see.
In the meantime, well, I don't hate this this kid here, but I do feel slightly offended. So you know what? I'm going to use maid for all occasions, and whichever maid I happen to summon, I will use them as a hammer and crush Celestine.
Jesus Christ.
LMAO, fuck this kid. LMAO, fuck this kid.
Oh,
Three
no.
times effectiveness.
I was literally opening my mouth to say, bear in mind that it's harder to hit her while she's shrunk, but...
Hold on, the
Mind, it's
maid.
easier to die.
The maid I got is Shinobu.
Don't think I forgot that your luck roll before we started was a crit, Penny. Don't think I forgot that.
Alright. Let me, cause like I get to add effects based on Shinobu. Hold on.
Stab her. With a kunai.
She does have kunai. You know what? Hold on. Okay, for the effect that I get from Shinobu, right? because I'm swinging the hammer down, right? Can I roll to have a basic attack come out like a cone? Just shurikens. You could make it like a lower die size and not exploding if you want. I just want like a little bit of AoE to maybe hit this minion and more importantly hit the figure.
I mean, it's a nat 20, so sure.
Cool. Shall I roll that separately or shall I just roll like D whatever? You decide.
I'll be honest, I don't know. My brain is being slow.
That's
with
fair.
Understanding how this attack is working. Like, it says throws 1d6 shurikens.
Basically,
Yeah.
what Penny is saying is that she's hitting her with the hammer, but she can also do something with the maid, so she's asking if the maid can make an attack while this is happening as well.
It's a
Yeah, sure.
All right. So do you want me to just roll for the extra thing as a d20 as well? All right.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
That'll do it.
All right. So it'll be 3 damage to Paprika.
Okay,
And then
the minion, I assume.
yeah. I'd be okay with allocating 1 damage to the minion.
It's not in that case too. Forget them.
Yeah.
And then the big hammer damage on Celestine.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much would that be doing?
Up to you, really.
It's a vague thing, and then times 3.
Well, alright, because it's... Someone's made from single action using...
She's using a mallet to basically crush Celestine.
Yeah. I also got smoke bombs.
What is the... Are you just, like, using her as a hammer? That isn't,
Yes.
like, an intrinsic thing to the maid. Okay.
I'm just
Alright.
I just
In
pull
that
them out
case-
and use them as a hammer.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna give that 7 damage, tripled to 21.
Oh my god.
That's my
Celestine is
entire
now
health bar.
looking bad.
Wow.
I don't know if you are interested in any of the other effects of that fruit, but it seems that you can use its secondary effect very well. We could talk about you keeping that as well after this.
That's fair. I'm not really sure right now, I'll be honest. It's very... I feel like it might might take some getting used to. In any case, yeah, that's gonna be my turn, because I used my move action to eat that fruit in the first place.
Alright. So Celestine... Oh, we changed the music.
Oh my
I mean, you
God.
could try to finish off Celestine by using the anytime stored version of Blackberry's thing, maybe.
Oh god, you know what? Actually, yeah, let's see if I can do that.
Oh no! Okay.
So the aces were pulled here.
Alright. Now,
The unlucky maid comes out again.
well, consider this though, Penny. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna draw those cards if you're a golden retriever? I'm gonna say that's gonna work.
You're turning the Cerberus user into a dog. I don't think you understand how ineffective what you've just done is.
She's still much smaller and more
Oh yeah,
useless
no,
than
that's
those
just Aaron
figures.
commenting on the full
Yeah.
situation. No, it's fine.
Okay. So would this mean that I have used the things? Still? If I
No,
can't
this
do
is
it.
canceling you doing it at all. So
Okay, so I still have it
use
saved,
it.
and I wouldn't need to take the cost for it, because the cost would be Blackberry's cost.
I mean,
I can still take the cost for it if you want me to. I just want to know if I still have it stored.
you'd still have it stored, but you are gonna need to take the cost.
How much is Hungry Wood? Let's have a look. 1.
So that's that. I assume you can't go from there.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Celestine would offer up more sassy commentary, but instead she's just sort of like, my worthless blood.
But
Awful.
Did you just say bark? If that was just an actual dog bark, that was very unconvincing. What the fuck?
She's gonna get up. Is her sword still stuck?
It's
No,
like
it's-
two round. Oh,
No, it was freed when
Oh,
Decker dropped
he
it.
used the bonus action to manipulate it, which unshackled it.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a roll to see if she is now released from the shrinking effect, or if it will be at the end of this turn.
Don't forget it as well about new minion.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I was just giving her that roll first. She is
Yeah,
not gonna unshrink yet. Oh no. I just had an awful idea. Alright, let me grab him. I need to enact my revenge, but Minion, get over here. Give me a boosty. Just gonna lift her up, and
Consuming her whole.
yeah. And this is gonna allow her to reach high enough to attack Aaron. With her let's see what she's gonna do. Now. Okay, so here's the thing, right? She's gonna use Wrath of the Worthless, the normal aesthetic of which is like the minions help her lift the sword, but in this case, the minion is literally lifting her. So it's not gonna help her with the sword, but she's still gonna try to swing it. Alright, that's pretty good, but as a -2 penalty, it's still good though. So, this is gonna be doing, hold on. It would normally do it in a 3-space wide line, but in that case, that's just like Aaron's torso, so it's just gonna hit him for 4.
And then the minion gets a free attack considering your roll.
Yes. The minion will then also attack. Ooh, nice, and he's gonna use his regular attack too. Alright, cool. So Aaron total is gonna be taking 7 from all this.
Ow. The fuck was that for?
Take that, peasant!
You're lucky that I'm on Phoenix rejuvenation duty and I'm not gonna be punting you, you fucking brat.
Those were a lot of big words.
No, they
Irimono.
really weren't.
Oh, and then, oh yeah, right, and then the shrink wears off, so she grows again.
Irimono just kind of rubs the back of her head, looks to Blacker and Adelaide and Artemis to an extent. I don't suppose any of you guys are like necrotic or shadow-based, right?
I use magic of a similar type, but I am not inherently that myself, no. Yeah, we're just demons. I'm not that edgy.
Sorry, Icarus. She just kind of shrugs. She's gonna move here, right? And I'm gonna use Spirit Wave technique. And I'm gonna combine 2 of my spirits into this, because I can add my spirits to my actions. Octavian, whose epithet is 8, and I want to have, you know, the Spirit Wave technique be like a burst that hits in all 8 directions around me. And Maxi, well actually, Irimono doesn't know these people use epithets, so, let me...
2 of them do.
You know, considering it's DBA, Irimono knows there's a good chance they have epithets, so yeah, Maxi, who, does something funky. I'll just roll for the Spirit Wave technique. It's a little bit. Hey, that's the funny number. That's the 8 number.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'll just note. Oh god, no, if I post the ghost, there's gonna be way too many of them. It's just like, Octavian's epithet is 8, and then Maxi has a special passive, which I'll post. Bit B.
Okay. This is this is an AoE hitting all of them for 4 to 6 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're also
Effectively, I apply a status effect that gives you a -1 to using a part of your kit that uses your epithet.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's randomly determined.
Oh, alright. Well, I need to look. Well, I'm gonna be real. None of Adelaide's kit uses her epithet except her talent, so it's just not gonna work.
Alright.
For, well, actually, wait. Wasn't there that one thing for her? Or... No, because that's a passive. Yeah, that's a passive. You are now mastering X. So it's just Blackberry. Let me. Which of her things use her epithet? Kind of all of them. Kind of not. She's like a for her, it's weird because she's like brought to life by an epithet.
Yeah.
Weirdly, so her kit is just odd. It's just a -1 to the rolls of one of her things, right?
Depending on how many stacks are applied, yeah. I guess.
Okay. So it's just
I'm
one stack for now, right? Or.
Yeah, I guess because I'm using the spirit directly, it could be like, it depends how many stacks you would want to give. I could theoretically have my damage and apply more on Blackberry specifically.
I'll give 2 stacks for the way it is right now.
All right.
I'll just give that to.
It's a random kit component.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna try to count here. Hold on. So. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 11. Okay, I'll just roll that D11. I'm doing it kind of without thinking here, so
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, it's Hungering Void. Alright.
Alright. Now, because I applied, Lockdown, I can, spend 1 stamina to make another attack at half effectiveness, and because the Aramono has sensed that Blackberry has an epithet, that's just the one to go for. So they're going to use, their basic weapon, the, fucking Soul Staff, but transform it into the Logan variation. What does that one do? Oops, I didn't name these. That's my bad, but I'm gonna assume that Logan is 7. Yeah, there we go. So that would be 4 damage, and I guess I'm having it to apply more lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay, on Blackberry
So it
again?
would be 2
Yeah,
damage, and then lockdown then.
Alright, I'll say it applies 2 more lockdown, and, 2 damage, you said? Or 4?
Yeah.
It's 4 because it's halved, but they're having it to do lockdown, so 2.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think I'm gonna continue with that necessarily. But I do have a second main action. So in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm effectively going to use Spirit Wave technique again. With Crow, who is a ghost who doesn't like to be around people, to blast me the fuck away from these people and maybe do some damage on the way out.
Then the damage of this is 2 to 3 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is this is an AoE once again, right?
Yeah, just to boost me
Okay.
out of here.
I'll give it 2 damage. All
Alright.
Oops, I did not mean to do that. Hold on.
And,
Artemis is starting to look.
Yeah, and where do you think I would get the hell out of here?
Yeah, because you're using it to like boost yourself.
Yeah. I'm using the ghost that doesn't like people being around them to run away.
Okay. I'll say you can get like 3 spaces. Wherever
Okay.
Wherever you're from. In like a straight line though.
So not something like this.
I mean that's a straight line.
Gotcha. I'll go here. And
Okay.
now this is something dumb, right? So I'm sorry that my turn's just a while, but I have another ghost who likes to steal things, and I can steal something from someone who I was adjacent to as like a free action. Could I like, or be it like stats or other things, could I like steal?
Before
Sorry?
as well, keep in mind since you're using the Majo no Me, and you've been afflicting Blackberry with the stacks, keep in mind which works.
Oh yeah, I get a plus 1d4 to my things. That's
Oh wait, no,
terrifying.
not which works. I think it's fucking. Oh yeah, that one. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and steal, some of Blackberry's stamina.
That's fair.
50. Oh, I don't think a d4 is gonna help with that.
No, it won't. I'm afraid. Sorry.
That's fine. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Except not really, because it's Faye's turn.
Yeah. All right. So I don't have an icon for this, but considering Eva wants to play seriously, why not? All right, human. Since you wanna play, I won't be pretending anymore.
Oh.
They take a
Well,
moment.
We were having such fun.
Where is this? All right, yeah. So, Faye is going to Mega Evolve real quick. Effectively, this is something. So you remember Nightshade, Quietus, and
Nightshade.
Porcus, and how I rolled a 20 on this?
I remember Nightshade.
She just kind of enters Ganon form,
I see.
but like for her, right? There's no
Alright.
icon for this yet, but she just has this. And then she's gonna use her upgrade ability, and she's just gonna look to Eva and say, "Bow." Oh, it's okay because I have this. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I add this to the action, which means it increases in power.
What?
So her shit gets upgraded when she's in this form, and the damage on this is it's a full round action, and it does 3d3 exploding, and I just so happen to explode really hard.
Roche. What are you?
I don't know.
So, hold on.
So, long story short, she entered a form because she got a thing.
Yeah, I got that. I got that part. Don't worry. I'm just
Okay.
checking because I was just making sure. Yeah, Eva doesn't really have anything that would resist this, does she? And okay, you rolled the 2, right? But you're using the space rock to like
Add a 20 onto it.
to add a nat 20 to it.
Yeah.
So it would be dealing
I don't think it would make it into a crit. I just think it's added onto it. I feel like I would gain prof from that though.
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
I think it just does 26 damage.
all right.
I'm sorry, Eva.
No. Like, I'm not mad. It just like came out of nowhere, right? Essentially, what happens, like, she's being all creepy, being her playful, creepy horror girl self, and then you just like snap her mind like a fucking twig between your fingers, and she dies. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you did enough damage to literally kill her. There's no way she comes back.
So would you guys say that Faye contributed to this?
She sure
By
did,
the way,
bro.
can I get Faye's crit theme? I guess.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hold on.
The fuck?
Does anyone else wish to challenge the alien queen? And then they undynamax.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was something.
Yeah.
Holy shit on a shit sandwich.
So fucking funny.
Alright, Faye. Okay, Faye.
Alright, man. Oh man, you don't actually have to do this, bro. But the only way to complete this joke is just we never see Faye again. Like, she just doesn't show up in any actual things. She just does that. No, it's fine if she does that. I'm just joking. Oh my god. Okay. Wow.
What the fuck was that? Iramono just says.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
She like it looked like they were just having like a play pretend sort of weird creepy game over there, and then the other girl just like sort of folded like a crumpled piece of paper and was tossed away.
Do you think her hat's a knack?
What?
Faye
What's a
looks in the
knack?
direction. Faye looks in the direction of people who are talking about her.
All right, I'm gonna
Is your
just try
hat
to
a
stay
knack?
focused. Okay. Well, Hungering Void isn't a good option. Let's see. I'm too flabbergasted to really do much else. She's just gonna like fly over to Deka and try to hit him with her sword.
Okay.
Yeah, that is gonna be. Yeah, hold on. This costs 1 stamina. Yeah. I'm not gonna funnel any hunger, so it's just gonna be 8.
Two questions. One, the -4, is that for an actual roll or something
Hungering
else?
Void. Hungering
Gotcha.
Void only. Yeah.
Then the second thing is I'm gonna have to use the Numa no Mi's Swamp Floodgate, and I'm just gonna shoot out 2 of the swords I have in me to just block that. For reference, it's an ice sword and an enchanted Estaka Kai's.
Yeah. So there's a dramatic clash of metal, and as Blackbeard's like, I'm gonna go fight this lizard. Damn, lizard got swords.
Just
And
coming out of his chest.
I'm gonna say, just because this sword is obviously very powerful and has like rainbow magic shit going on with it, I'm just gonna say, including cost, take 3.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a whole lot better than 8. I imagine like
You
Deca
rolled,
like
you rolled pretty good. Just costing one more, not two more. So
Okay.
just two basically.
Haha! You did not manage to hurt me.
Wow.
Damn it.
Maybe my friend will. And you just hear from behind you, "Don't call me your friend." And give me a
Is that
sec
a
where-
fucking lizard? In like a armor?
Looks like a lizard in armor.
It's a cobalt.
looks at Paprika, who's just and then yeah, from behind you, Daka, we're gonna have a funny lady use this. Oh well, she missed. Well, you use your second sword and block behind you, and you're just clashing with both of them at once, and it's really cool.
I like the image that they're both clashing, but Deca's standing there with a sword coming out of his forehead on one side and back out of his head the other, just fruit.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to look really cool, but then you see Deca, it's like, what?
Yeah, that's really fun. I'll pull her out for a second just for the sake of it, but she sort of just gives a half-hearted swing, and it's like, whatever. Leaves. Alright, I could do more with Blackberry, but I'm still reeling, so I'm just gonna make Aaron's turn. Ballast.
Yo, Ballast.
Oh boy.
Alright, sorry, mic disconnected itself
Oh.
again.
You're all
No
good.
problem.
Anyway, as I was saying, first and foremost, use my move action, becoming half Phoenix. Then, fucking... I would rather not have to use 4 stamina, but considering all of you fucking have shit stamina, I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna use Flames of Life. And targeting fucking...
I have a dumb idea. You can focus on healing yourself.
I'm not healing me. Athena, Breeze, and Iramono. Then. Of course, that's a fucking 4. And I assume none of you have rerolls.
Of course not.
No,
No, I don't think I can use my counting thing to help.
I mean, give me a second.
I don't know. 4 is half of 8.
That's not how that works. Let's see. Usual mics. You could use, you can count on me to do that, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you say that's a 4. I'm counting.
I meant on reroll.
Oh, on reroll. Yeah, no, sure. I'll use that to reroll. Bippy, Boppy.
Alright. Okay. Because it's basically how many dice is he rolling to attempt this? 1, 2, 2 dice, so here's the second dice, effectively. That's a 6.
It's a little better.
And it's a little better.
Marginally better.
So it's
This
3
would
targets
be
of your
2d6
choice.
healing to Iramono, Breeze, and Athena on a normal success.
I'm gonna say you get 1d6. Because I want to be nice and give you something, because you guys are really low already.
Alright. And that's my turn.
Alright. Hope that helps.
We'll see.
Paprika. Alright, well there are no teeny tiny targets to distract her anymore.
What do you mean? Celestine's child.
Yeah, but Celestine and Faye are both regular child size, so it's
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah, you're right.
The thing is, Celestine is like... Well, no, I don't actually think... Yeah, I was about to say she's like 10. I don't think she's like 10, I think... Yeah, no, she's like 9. Faye, I'm pretty sure, was like 4 or something, unless I'm misremembering.
She's like
She's like
8
13.
or 9.
She's 13.
13.
Oh, okay,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Yeah.
Alright.
She's
then.
just stupid.
I'll say she won't get distracted. instead, let's take a look here. Okay. So yeah. I think we gotta do that because none of her other stuff is gonna be that effective right now. So let me go to Austin's player folder.
Yeah, which one? Oh fuck! I just realized. Uh-oh. Well, no, there's not a good spot because all the ones that would hit would also hit your guys. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Let me just figure something out, right?
I don't know what you have from each of them, but
anything I want. Let me double check because it's. Yeah, I haven't actually like fully picked yet, but it's a data bounty anyway, so I'm not gonna worry too much. I'm just gonna look here and just pick something.
Let me make sure I put down a 2-round counter so I don't forget that Aaron can't use that.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Paprika is gonna wave her lantern a bit as colors come out from it, and from those colors, she sort of dips her paintbrush into them, and then paints her her cloak. Right? She's gonna take damage from this because her cloak is so pissed at her, dude.
Yeah. I'm
And
just so fucking pissed, you know.
it's so fucking pissed.
No.
But she's going to transform into definitely the real actual Mr. Spider.
Yeah, it's him.
There's nothing wrong here.
There's nothing.
And the real actual Mr. Spider, I'll change the name real quick just so there's no confusion that this is in fact the real Mr. Spider.
It's him.
And he is going to what's the range on this? Yeah, okay. Now, we can't have you all healing up those injuries, can we? So he's gonna go over here and use looks like you're a little tied up right now on Aaron to just restrain
Now,
him so
I
that
will-
it's harder for him to do things.
I need to ask really quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
With how Paprika got it, I assume this doesn't update with prof upgrades, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't take that into account when I was writing this.
Because here's the thing, Paprika got him during the one bounty, right? The Halloween one, like the spooky spookums. Currently, looks like you're a little tied up right now, has 3 range, because that's a prof upgrade he got after the fact. Before that, it would have been 1 range, so you wouldn't be able to target Aaron if you're going based off when you got Spider.
That is fair.
If it auto updates, then you're good, but you know.
I don't see. I didn't consider whether it would or not, and I'm too tired to decide right now. So I'm gonna just I'll just use it on Athena instead.
Could you not do that? Okay, all right.
It's weird though. Mr. Spider's form is like, it's like his hair and like his clothes are like weirdly like moving around and squirming because the cloak that is him is still trying to eat Paprika. But he does manage to web cocoon you so that it's going to be harder for you to do things. Yes, Roche.
Yeah.
And then. I could do that. Yeah, I think I'm also just gonna have him use the spider-like lances as well.
Are you able to do two main actions, or?
Looks like you're tied up as a main action.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. It is. I'm
Yeah,
a fool. Sorry. I got it mixed up with one of his other things.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no, yeah.
Never mind. She just goes back.
Cool. Whoa, wait, where'd Mr. Spider go?
Wow, it's crazy. So
Aaron just kind of taps the cocoon. Are you
Freezes
okay
her.
in there? Or?
Well, I'll be honest. Not my favorite way to be tied up.
Surprise.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about being tied up, but, you know what? Let's see here. I gotta,
She gets it.
You know, actually, I have an idea here, right? So, alright, gamers. Athena being a little tied up right now, is gonna put a wrench into it, because I am her maid, so I should help her out a little bit. But, okay, guys. You know what? Here's the thing. I think, because we're pretty behind on stamina, just in general. So, you know what we need? We need more bodies on the field. So, let's multitask here. I'm gonna use Pioneer of Pizzazz, and I want to pull out rocket roller skates. Now that might not sound like another person, but that's okay, because I'm pulling them out, and as is stated here, I can, pull out a small object or whatever out of my sleeve or pocket. But what if instead of my sleeve or pocket, instead of my sleeve or Scrimbo Bimblo, the lovable Bimblo, our favorite Smash Brothers character, so we can just summon him as and maybe he's the one that gives me the rocket skates. That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny if that's what happened.
Okay, I saw that one. I was terrified for a second.
Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to use Pioneer of Pizzazz and just grab rocket roller skates, but in the process, and independently of that, instead of coming from my sleeve or pocket or whatever the fuck, Scrimblo Blimblo just manifests and give me the rocket skates, and he's here now, and he's here to help me out. So, that'd be great. Thank you. So we got that, and what was that? That's an action I just took. So I can do something. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do my funny yo-yo thing, right? And instead of blunt damage, I want it to be shing damage, like shing slash. I'm gonna use my yo-yos and target Athena and just try and slice the cocoon open so that she can get out of there.
Let me see. I'm gonna say you slice up part of the cocoon such that she can try to do things, though she is still a emphasis on a little tied up right now. So it's still gonna be harder for her to do things, but she can at least try.
That's all good. So there's
I know
that.
Penny, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, cool.
Well,
I zoned out for a second.
Yeah.
To make sure.
All right, Scrimbo Bimblo, go help out our boss over there. Looks like she needs some help. And so I want to have Scrimbo Bimblo just kind of walk over here, and I don't know. I want him to Scrimbo Bimblo and sort of just freak the fuck out and just attack this area all around them so that it's hitting the cocoon as well as these two fuckers. I don't know. Yeah, Boga's minted? So, I don't know. I can't move Scrimbo Bimblo, but this is his role.
Over
Get
here.
the fuck out.
Over here.
Yeah, basically just going ham.
Yeah, just going fucking ballistic in this entire area to hit those two enemies.
He's going full Scramble Bamblo is what you're saying.
Exactly. I'm glad you
And this is just attacking Paprika, basically.
Shit.
Paprika, Celestine, and and also just trying to help.
Clawing at everything in this area,
Yeah.
specifically to help get out of the webs. Attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
He's just freaking the fuck out.
On
It's-
a 12, he's gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. But
Yeah.
on a 12, here's the choice I'm gonna give you.
Yeah.
Who do you want to emphasize the most out of the three? Paprika, Celestine, or Athena?
Athena.
Okay, then you're gonna get Athena the rest of the way out of the webs. However, you are only going to do a bit of damage.
That's fine. That's better than nothing, and it's all good. We have more bodies on the field. And
God
speaking...
damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, Rush.
I was just gonna make the joke of, God damn, this is what happens if you set the frames on Scrimble Bimblo's F Smash to just like 1.
Exactly, yeah. Just instant... Speaking of bodies on the field, so Breeze is gonna go over here, right? And I'm wearing the rocket roller skates now, so like, I don't know, maybe I can go like zoom. What I want to do is I want to use Cool Guy Assault and just fucking like tear through this line, right? So basically, Cool Guy Assault, it's gonna be dealing 4 to 6 damage to Blackberry and Artemis, and then to Adelaide, it'll be dealing 6 to 9 damage. Nice. As I kickflip her into the air. Instead of kickflipping her to the air, though, I want to kickflip her into the Blorpus or whatever, so I don't know. Maybe it's like a giant gelatinous cube that sends her flying back down into the ground harder. Maybe it's like an alternate dimension where she gets trapped in there and is like riddled with like monster teeth. I don't fucking know. But like
the energy, I love the energy of he's like kicking her and the camera just pans over to like a gelatinous cube as though it has just been there the whole time.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly.
with no explanation.
Yeah, so basically, to further clarify, run through here, this hits Artemis and Blackberry for the damage, as I mentioned, knocks them to the side. Adelaide, I'm kicking her into the Blorpus, whether it's gelatinous cube, alternate dimension, or whatever the fuck you want to interpret it as. It does that damage to her, maybe a little extra with what I'm adding on. She then falls back down to the ground, which produces a shockwave, which will be damaging Artemis a little bit more, because she'll be adjacent to where Adelaide lands, or Adelaide, rather. Here's the Cool Guy Assault. Yeah, that's what I thought after all that explanation. So
Yeah,
instead
sorry.
I just shit my pants and turn, I guess.
No, you shot.
You
Yeah,
there is a Blorpus somewhere, but I'm not gonna tell you where.
yeah.
All right.
Before.
Listen, I could just feel it after I described the whole thing and after I waited the whole round for that shit.
Fellas, you can't say that.
I at
You
least
can't.
got
Alright.
Grimble Bimblo out or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So is that your turn?
I mean, yeah, no, I can't do nothing else.
All right. Adelaide, let's see here. Yeah. All right. Let me. I'm gonna, well, first of all, I'm gonna move my cauldron up a bit, so I'm gonna spend 1 stamina to teleport it here. Second of all, I'm gonna use a bonus action to brew a random potion, but first, hold on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have her spend 2 stamina and use her talent. This one specifically. And take an aspect from Blackberry of pure unadulterated chaos and put that in the cauldron. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna brew up a random potion. No, I'm not. The cauldron immediately explodes in her face and deals some chaos damage to her. I'm gonna roll some wild magic. Actually, no, it'd be more appropriate if it was reality warp.
Ah! No distractions, you say.
Just shreds.
Shreds, you say.
Alright, this is not ideal. She'll go over here, and she'll, I'm just gonna try to use, a blast of magic at Breeze.
No.
It's gonna... Do reduce damage because she's shrunk, but still. Hold on. Yep, okay. Yep, that's gonna do 2 damage to Breeze.
Alright, do you want to take that, Breeze, or no?
I can take 2. Let's save it for something more impactful.
I'm also going to curse you, so I'm gonna roll on the curse table.
I see.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Where is the curse table?
I can roll it.
really high up.
Wait, I found it.
I see.
I think it's your vision that's gone a bit scrimblow bimblow, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
His
so
eyes
yeah,
have
that's just
Joico
gonna...
Draft.
That's just gonna make things a bit more difficult for you.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
But now it's Deca.
Okay, so now here's a very important question.
You know?
What kind of defenses does the Cauldron have?
The Cauldron, hold on, let me double check. The Cauldron itself, its defenses are that it is heavily resistant to magic damage, and if you attack the Cauldron, Adelaide can immediately do whatever she wants to.
Okay. Attack isn't like damaging it?
Yes.
I don't know,
Yeah,
that
well,
sounds
same
pretty
with it.
stupid to me.
3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just gonna dunk my head in and begin to perform chug, chug, chug,
Yeah,
chug.
that's what I thought you were gonna do, buddy.
Adelaide can still react to that. It's
But
I'm-
just if you mess with
It's stupid, which is why Deca's doing it.
it. Yeah.
Because it's explicitly stupid and I want this to happen, I'm gonna say you get a few chug jugs in there, right? Before Adelaide turns you into a ground wasp.
Parasitic or otherwise?
Now.
Otherwise.
Now you, I assume you're gonna, you're waving your spoon and muttering, but what if you just, what if you just
What if you died
stopped?
instead?
What if you just stopped?
Are you using this on her spoon?
I'm using it on her specifically, so she stops moving.
Okay, yeah, you freeze her in place, so she can't do it. Alright.
So what all happens to Deca for chugging the potion?
Do you want a curse, wild magic 2, a glitch, or a reality warp?
I have Wild Magic 3 if that would also...
Or yeah, wild magic 3 too, yeah.
No, not 32.
I'll take a wild magic 2. I'll make a wild magic 2.
2? Alright, let me find wild magic.
101, right?
Yep. It's I have the table because I haven't shared it with
Alright.
anyone.
Yeah. I'll just roll the D101, yeah.
Okay.
No, you did it. Yeah.
57.
You got it.
57.
57.
Sure. I guess that's an appropriate thing to get for something from Adeline.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Adelaide's been there. Yeah, it makes sense.
Decker looks at it, consumes it. And speaking of consuming, as my bonus action, since you have your body as a shadow, I'm just gonna puppet you at least one space closer, maybe even closer.
My suggestion would be to puppet the thing to crush her head.
Better idea. Well, no, I had to drop it because I puppeted her.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that shot put's just gone. So I'm just gonna puppet her closer. That's my bonus action.
Alright.
Deca goes into Photoshop and selects stretch on her
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah, he goes into Photoshop and just...
Lovely. And now as a move action, everything's consumed. So just this 3x3 is now in my swamp.
Okay.
Lovely. They're all in
It's
there.
just in there.
That's gonna go
They
really
still like fine and stuff, but they're just in there.
Yeah, you don't win unless you pull them out eventually. But
I'm pretty sure they can act in there as well and like attack Deca.
Yeah, they
can't
can act in there.
attack
Right.
because they're in a swamp, but they can act. Yeah.
Okay.
Just doing that, you know. So yeah,
you know.
Well, they can't normally. Artemis wouldn't be able to, but Adelaide could because you know magic. But yeah.
I'm sitting here like, how are they gonna pull this off? I'm not sure if they can, but man, I don't know. That's pretty good. All right.
that helps. I think that's my main move bonus.
It's fine.
I consumed-
It needs to crit ×3 on people. It's fine.
I consume 3 people. I'm having a good time. That's my turn.
Okay. So it's Artemis's turn. So can I try to break out? Like, can they try to dig their way out?
But it's difficult because it's like.
I understand it's like constant quicksand and all that. Yeah.
But you can try. It's just difficult.
Okay. God, it's also hard because like, can they even attack? Because like he's just like the Logia rules is he's just a swamp, so they can't really damage him.
She couldn't. Adelaide could because magic bullshit though. Yeah.
That's fair. I really like the idea that Deca does this, everybody like blink emojis at him, and there's just very muffled gunfire going on for a little bit. But it's not seeming to do anything. I'm gonna say that Dragon's Curse has a 50% chance to activate right now.
LMFAO.
Yes. It does. So that's gonna make her stronger. Maybe not enough to break out, but you feel like...
Right. You do also have ice bullets if you want to try those. Which would work.
Yeah, that's true. She's just gonna... For now, she's just gonna try to claw her way back out. And you feel a sudden, like, burst of heat from inside of you as well.
Spicy.
That was so good.
We did it. We killed Iris.
I love Deca. Please crit. I beg you.
She's gonna try to break out, right? Alright. She's making progress. There's definitely some, like, bunny fluff and, like, maybe a claw, trying to get, like, claw their way back out of him again. And, you know, That'll be like her main action, just trying to break out. But if I'll say she gets part of her tail free, enough to try to like sting the shit out of you to try to like get out further as well. No, that doesn't work.
No,
She
did
tries to
take.
plunge her tail into him, sinking it back inside.
All right, I shouldn't even ask this, but do they like take damage because they can't
Oh, no.
breathe?
It's just you're trapped inside. It's just pocket dimension rules.
Yeah. Okay, Athena's turn.
You know, I had some time to think about whether or not I'd want to keep this fruit, as you mentioned we could talk about it later. Having spent a very small amount of time as a dog, I'm going to have to refuse.
Enough. Don't have to go full dog, but got it.
That is valid. I don't think it's my style.
Puppy.
Alright.
Kill you fellas.
You're the one that started it.
Do I summon a maid? Or do
I'd say
I...
just
Fucking
kick something in the
decapitate
chest.
the child!
That's fair. I was also thinking, should I, like, take control of someone, give them a turn?
Is that something you can do?
Yes.
Would I mean, I would.
She just has mind control powers.
I would suggest doing that on me so I can get
Yep.
action economy and heal you guys.
Yep, that's what I was
All
gonna
right.
say.
That's valid. In that case, I'll go 1 and 2. Because I have to do this while I have at least 3 movement left. And I'll use this on Aaron. It's a
Aaron,
5.
good night.
Unfortunately not.
Sorry. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Alright. First of all, let's get another minion. None of them are surviving very long today. Okay. Oh god, I'm losing my fucking marbles, dude. Alright. It's 6 a.m. Yeah, that's me too, dude. What would be best? What would be best? I think she's gonna spend, yeah, she's gonna try to improve the minion, first of all. Yep, minion's got a gun. Minion's gonna shoot Iramono. No, minion's not very good with gun. Celestine, let's see. She's just gonna attack Aaron with her sword. Yes. Oh fuck, I forgot this costs 3 stamina. Shit. Okay, that's not good. Don't say that, I'll go to bed.
And then we'll win.
So how much?
It's gonna do 3 damage.
Alright, cool.
And then I roll D100 and I'm gonna call odds. No. And, she's gonna... and then it's Iramono's turn.
Alright, here's an idea. Iramono is going to go, here. Right? They're going to do Spirit Wave technique on Celestine.
Why would you do that?
I just... Honestly, I'm just doing it with properties of Maxi, so I could just apply more lockdown onto the field.
That's fair, that's fair.
Bippy...
Don't forget your D4.
Yeah. So maybe because I'm... Alright, so
would
that's
this
an
hit the minion
unnatural
as
20.
well, or?
It would just hit Celestine, yeah, and I don't know how much damage it would do, but considering I'm just applying properties of Maxi, maybe I just apply some inherent funky lockdown without having to have it shrug.
Well, I mean, but you still want it to do damage, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
was
this
at 1.
does 6
Oh.
and has a status and all that, yeah.
Hey, does the minion still have summon protection
Yeah,
I mean,
now that
yeah.
she's gone? Alright,
they
well,
don't
that's fair.
necessarily go away.
Well, I'm gonna use my second spirit-related bonus action to use a special version of my basic attack from a soul known as Ikara. On the minion, and you'll see why eventually. Bippy, Boppy, and then I add a d4. Alright, so it's a 9. Effectively, I just move over to the minion. They would take 2 damage, but not really. And then they would take 1 damage for every turn they remain in the chokehold.
I see.
So whenever Celestine's next turn would have come around, so after Athena's turn, that minion's dead.
Makes sense.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna poke myself with the stake again and get another crit range.
Considering you're choking him out, right?
That's the end of Iramono's turn.
He's
Fair.
bursting like a balloon.
Alright, so Faye, right?
No bully.
Alright.
It's
So
a 1 per turn thing, so it dies now.
No, the minion has protection for.
Oh yeah, summon round. I forgot about that. Yeah, sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah.
He wishes he could die, believe me.
So Faye, right, feels like she's like on top of the world after just like murdering her playmate, right? So she's just gonna move next to Aaron. Move. I can handle this. Don't worry. They. You know what? Faye is going to use I could crush you with my mind if I wanted as a bonus action. Actually, first they're gonna rub their rock. Cool. They're gonna use. They feel a little bad. I'm gonna make them take 1 damage for that. I'm gonna use I could crush you with my mind if I wanted as a bonus action to try and float Blackberry's sword away from her very slowly. There we go. Yeah. So effectively, how this works is there's a thing if she uses it as a full round action, but she could also use it as a bonus action to perform very minor telekinesis. She can move objects with a weight under 5 pounds at 1 space per turn, and then it would take 1 damage at the end of her turn
So
and
how
fall on the
heavy
ground.
would you say Blackberry's sword is?
About a sword weight, so much heavier than 5 pounds. She just sort of looks at Faye.
Medieval swords are between 2.5 and 3.5 pounds.
Really?
Even the big hand and a half war swords rarely weigh more than 4.5 pounds.
Really?
That's what I'm reading from the internet, and the internet never lies.
That's true. I'm just very surprised. I would have just thought swords were much heavier. Either way, you can't do it anyway because she's holding the sword and she's not gonna let go.
She's just like making telekinesis sounds.
It's my sword, hon. I need it.
I'm the queen. You should drop it.
Listen, Brat, you killed.
I'm gay. I don't
kid.
respect authority.
You killed 1 kid already, Brat. Go fucking get a juice box or something. I don't fucking get out of here.
I can do this.
No, you
The
can't.
Fae.
Hey, no. Give her a shot. Come on.
Speak of shot, Faye points her gun at Blackberry.
You see, you need new batteries or something. Just fucking get out of here. What the fuck are you
She
doing?
dodges.
Next time I'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a fan of kids, are you?
That's the end of Faye's turn.
I'm trying my best. I'm not really good with it. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of practice.
Don't fucking not even a young child. You can't coddle them. What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, what? Just sort of looks over. Oh, I guess you're right. Huh. I thought she was like a baby.
I mean, she's still a kid. Cut her some slack. But anyway, all right. I see that my allies are falling very
Dropping
quickly.
like flies.
Yeah. So, sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to hold back anymore. It looks like. Let's see. She is going to
Use color out of space.
I've thought about it. She's gonna yeah. She's gonna go over to Becca and try to cut his goddamn fucking head off, dude. She's gonna funnel all of her hunger into this to make it do 12 damage.
Alright, don't worry, Becca. Ashes.
Okay. I had a funny idea.
Aaron just pushes him out of the way. Okay, that hurts a lot more than I thought it was going to. Jesus fucking Christ.
I've gotten pretty strong.
That's 12 damage, you said?
Yes.
Alright, and then after that, Aaron is then going to use
You're Fruit Man.
his own ability, Seed of Vengeance. No, he's not. -1.
Freed of vengeance.
I'm afraid
Right.
not.
Thanks, Fruit Man.
Blackberry's gonna snap her fingers and use Rainbow Rain instead.
Okay.
So this is gonna do 3 to both of you and heal her for 2.
May I respond? I would like to shotgun a rabbit into her face to disrupt this. Specifically, using
right?
this. I don't think it's gonna do enough, but it at least remove the rabbit from my stomach.
Okay, you're just flinging it into her?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's throwing Artemis at you.
Alright. So I will say this. You're not going to stop the rain, because the rain's just happening. But you do fling a very angry, dragon-possessed girl into Blackberry, and that's definitely going to do some damage to her. Hey, stop!
So what's the reality warp?
Oh, well, let's find out. Dallas McGee. Let's find out together. Hold on. Get down to it again. Here we go.
Shrinking again, huh?
Yeah. Shrinks and everyone's compressed inwards. I don't want to do that. I don't want to know how that's going to interact with what's going on in Deca right now.
Oh, come on. It would be really funny if everyone was next to each other.
You know what else would be funny?
God damn it! Not
I'm
fucking
laughing.
good.
Haha.
This affects Blackberry and Artemis too, right?
Not Artemis, but Blackberry.
Okay, was it centered on Deca or where was it centered on?
No, I guess it would hit Artemis, because I guess the rain is still happening as that happens, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so is that Blackberry then?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's Blackberry's turn.
Alright, I rolled a 10, so I have to just ask you real quick. Of the 12 that I took, how much do I recover?
From what, sorry?
I heal between 6 to 12, and I rolled a 10.
Between 6 to 12, I'll say heal 8.
Alright. Okay, that was a lot worse than I thought it was. Jesus fucking Christ.
I have fought a couple Vanderbilts.
Fucking whatever. Alright. I'm gonna use my move action to go to full mode. So I now have fast healing 2. As well as I can now move at 9 spaces. Let's see. Let's see. Has Deca eaten the fruit yet?
Yeah, he is the fruit, the swamp fruit.
Oh yeah. My brain's
You're all,
just
you're all good.
messed
It's 6 in the morning.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Because
Really?
we're
Right,
insane
it's
and
a
crave
stupid idea
violence.
for. Right.
I forgot
It's
I had
okay,
this
it's
ability. I'm going to use because I forgot, but I had it because the last time I had it, I never got to use it. I forgot to add it back into my sheet. I'll do that later. I'm gonna use this, and because of my current fruit, I'm going to add the property of I get more healing from reap what you sow. I'm hitting both Blackberry and Artemis with this. Actually, let me see. It's a 3-range semicircle. Actually, how much range reduction would you say this current state has in the end?
Because it's a 3-range semi. I'm gonna say you probably can't hit Artemis. You can hit Blackberry though.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, it's normally 3 range like
yeah,
this
no,
long?
it's supposed to be like this is what it's normally supposed to be.
I know it doesn't like. I know it doesn't look like it, but Artemis is further from you than Blackberry is, so.
Okay.
I'll say yeah, all right. It hits her. All right, because it is that weird wonky shape. You're right. Okay. So yeah, so it's doing 2 damage, healed by half the overall damage.
Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Sorry.
It's
Nope.
okay. Wait. You can count on me. I add a D4 to that.
Do you? I don't think so.
Yeah, no. All right. So that's my turn.
All right. So we go to Paprika. Well, there are a lot of small things over there. I mean, all right. Well, now, but here's the Okay, this is an interesting scenario. I'm gonna make a luck roll in secret really quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna make a luck roll really quick. All right. She quite immediately gets distracted. She's gonna go over here, and she's gonna use Sticky Hunger on Dekka.
I see. Well,
That's a 7. Now he is small, so it's harder to hit him than normal, right? But I'm going to make it so that this is more likely to hit him, because I'm going to try to. She's going to try to make her eyes glow, and you know, Dekka is maybe already not the brightest light on the Christmas tree. Let's just say it. Let's address the elephant in the room, right? Let's not mince words here. His intelligence stat might not be super high, right? So maybe he would just stare at her eyes a little too long here. Do you do anything to stop that?
Yeah, probably. I think at least on the tongue, Dekka's gonna freeze it in midair. That way it's stuck stretched out.
Okay.
No, Dekka
No.
gets,
We're not allowed to roll anymore.
Sorry. Okay, so, alright, in that case, so, she's going to pull Dekka into her mouth, and, let me double check what this would do. Yeah, this would be doing 5 damage to him.
good night, sweet
Her
lizard.
teeth. And, like, he's really small. Is there any reason she couldn't just swallow him, gamers?
Choking hazard, considering he's pointy.
Well, he's
true.
a swamp.
I mean, yeah, the moment that, like, he gets, like... I mean, how does this floodgate work? When he gets knocked out, will Adelaide just go down her throat and then fucking, like...
Well, here's the
way
thing.
that
That's why I made the luck roll. Because I could have had her attack Aaron instead, but I made a luck roll to see who she'd go for. I'm gonna be real, this is gonna knock out Adelaide, too, if it knocks out Dekka.
the way this would work is that basically unless Deca actually dies, she's still just stuck inside the swamp. But she's stuck inside the swamp, inside of Paprika. Whenever Deca becomes large again, that's the real question.
Well, but bear in mind that this is data. So if Deca dies, he would just materialize in the real world, and Adelaide wouldn't go with him because she's data. So
I mean more like of the fact that because like if he's being swallowed, is that instantly killing him or is that just swallowing him?
I mean, I don't think it would instantly kill him, but considering he is knocked out inside her stomach, like, maybe there's something you guys could do to help him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Deca has
tricky.
weird stuff, I don't know.
That's fair. I'm gonna say for now, he is knocked out in her stomach, and you guys have gotta try to do something to save him. But the thing is, again, as I said, this is gonna take Adelaide out of commission too. Like, there's no reason it wouldn't. So,
how's that chameleon? How's that chameleon cloak?
Oh yeah, that's true. She takes some more damage from that for doing the thing she's doing. Like, it's definitely hurting her, but like, I don't know. She's kind of just vibing. Okay. So that's the thing that's happened. And then as a main action, I guess she's just gonna try to, hold on, she does have this, right? So... Alright. Paprika then turns to Breeze, right?
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming.
I'm gonna use Lantern of Dreams on him again.
Alright, so this is another...
Nope, it doesn't work. You shield your eyes.
Yeah, no, I
was gonna have you belly flop on Aaron.
Gotcha. Okay, is that the end of her turn?
Yes, now it's your turn.
Alright, well, hold on. I need to calc something really quickly before it hits my turn. Because... Oh, whoa, hold on. So this would be 4 spaces. If I was here, this would be 5. Okay. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is, before my turn hits, I'm gonna go for Cool Quickie. Doing the Glimmy whatever bullshit again with the sparks, so that I land here and it heals me, Athena, and Faye. Maybe.
Let me see here. So, yeah, you're doing the healing thing again.
The healing thing, yeah.
I'm gonna say it heals you each for 2.
Cool.
So Breeze for
net
1.
gain of 1. That's better than nothing. So first off, because as much as I feel like I should potentially try and heal us, damage is also kind of important, just a little bit.
Yeah, Athena
we
was
got
hurt last
Scrimble
week.
Bimblow to start that.
Oh, don't you worry. Don't you dare think for a moment that I forgot about Scrimbo Bimblow. If you did, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. I don't know what to tell you. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. First off, let's have Scrimbo Bimblow go. So Scrimbo Bimblow again, I can't control him, but we're gonna. How's Paprika looking? How's she doing?
Paprika is not like on the verge of death, but she's looking kind of bad because the cloak is continuing to just bite into her and stuff. She looks kind of happy right now for obvious reasons, but other than that, yeah, she's looking pretty bad.
How about Artemis? How's she looking?
Artemis is looking pretty bad as well. Again, not like on death's door, but pretty bad.
Okay.
The only like fine one on my team anymore is Blackberry.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I want to have Scrimblow Blimblow move over to like this space, yeah, like over here, and I want them to attack Paprika, and in the process, if possible, I want to try and knock her down 1 space here. So again, I can't move Scrimblow, but here's the roll for it attacking. No.
No,
Did the
sorry.
grab.
Rolls are being really rude.
Certainly are. But it's all good. Don't worry about it, guys. I have more options. So
It's okay, guys.
it's okay, guys. I'm gonna Pioneer of Pizzazz, and I'm gonna pull out like a little stick of dynamite, just like a tiny stick of dynamite. And instead of pulling it out from my pocket, who's that? Bimblo Scrimblo. Whoa, we're gonna make another one.
Why does that work?
This one gets to work. This gets to work. It's all good. Does Bimblo Scrimblo get to act?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, well, Bimbo Scrimblo is gonna go, like, do, like, the same thing and go over here and try and hit Paprika and, like, slam her, like into here-ish area, you know, like, around there. So, let's give it a roll. No, I can summon them, but they can't do anything.
I love their, I love the Echo Fighter of Scrimblo Bimblo.
Yeah. Well, I at least have the dynamite, and that plus my rocket bullshit is fun. So
What am I gonna do with this?
So,
Explode.
yeah. So this is gonna be a little bit cuckoo bananas, right? And so what I want to do is I want to move right over here, and I want to go for Cool Guy Assault, running through Blackberry and Artemis. So Blackberry, if this works, will be taking 4 to 6 damage, being knocked over to the side here. Then Artemis will be taking 6 to 9, being knocked into the Blorpus again. I'm gonna try it. And as I'm kicking her up there, I want to have it so that I place the dynamite, like, down, like, you know, here-ish where she'll land, so that she lands on it, and it's little dynamite for her little body, so it won't be hitting Aeron or anything. But she'll just land on dynamite and explode even harder. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. I need to roll for this first.
Alright,
so.
and to be clear, Bimbo Scrimblo rolled the 4, I disconnected
Yes,
for
Yes.
Bimblo is the 4.
Yeah, Bimblo is the 4. So here's Cool Guy Assault again, hitting Blackberry and Artemis, focusing Artemis, knocking her into Blorpus. She's landing on dynamite. Big explosion. Fuck you. No.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's my turn, I guess.
I don't know. It sucks that this always happens to Breeze.
If you could just free action pick up the action figure Aeron and
you know-
move him out of Artemis'
you know what?
shoot
Hold
the
on.
fuck range.
What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna assume, right? It's all good. It's all good. Instead of using my yo-yos to do extra blunt damage, I want to use them to give me extra zoomy and hit my funny shoes so they let me go forward. Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Sure.
So I'm basically using the yo-yos, smacking my shoes so that they work so I can do my action, is the idea.
Okay. So you're using this to, like, buff your
I'm
previous
using this to
thing.
buff my roll. Yeah.
Okay, and my brain is shutting down, and I apologize. And that is to do what again exactly?
So, Cool Guy
on who?
Assault. Zooming forward. Blackberry takes 4 to 6, gets knocked here. Artemis takes 6 to 9, nice. Gets knocked upwards into the sky, into the Blorpus, whether it be gelatinous cube, alternate dimension, whatever the fuck I suggested. Hopefully dealing a little more damage as she then zooms back down to the ground, lands on the dynamite that I'm putting there that I got from Bimblo Scrimblo to deal some extra damage. And who knows, if it was good enough, maybe the shockwave that the ability produces could hit Paprika and maybe Blackberry. But I'm mainly just going for Artemis with that part of it.
Okay, so you managed to knock her into the air. That part works fine. But as she's falling towards the dynamite, she is going to try to shotgun Olympus, not to, like, jump because she's already in the air, but just to give her the ability to, like, orient herself such that she can, like, shoot the Dracobarus and propel herself out of the way.
Alright.
That's not great. Your roll wasn't great either. I'm gonna say she isn't gonna hit the dynamite. She's gonna go, like, she's gonna manage to get, like, here. But she is going to take some damage from the, like, fall as well. So she's looking, like, very, very, very bad. Not quite dead, but very bad.
Alright. Let me... Yeah, because there's that. So, would I be able to take, like, a free action to toss Aaron, or nah?
In what manner? Just tossing him away?
Yeah, just, like, throwing him, like, this way, like he was asking me to.
As a free action, no.
No, well, I don't have a movement. I could... You know what? If that's the case, Aaron's more important than me at this point. So, at this point, you know how Artemis was doing that shit? How about, no. How about instead of Shotgun Olympus, I cool quickie, right? So I can zoom through the air. So, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna grab Aaron, do the Sonic Adventure pose, toss him this way, and then as I get over to Artemis, I just want to kick her down into the dynamite.
Alright, go for it.
No, I die. But it's all good, because I can yo-yo, and I can fucking, I don't know.
How many actions do you have?
Every time I take an action, I can spend the stamina, and I can use yo-yos.
Alright.
So it's all good.
That's fair, alright.
I have 2 yo-yos, so I'm gonna have one of them spin around
Alright.
like a lasso and throw
I'm
arrow.
gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be lenient because you've been rolling bad, but you are trying to do a lot at once, so
I know.
we'll see.
I'm aware, and so I'm gonna be taking the yo-yos. I'm gonna wrap one of them as a lasso around Aaron and throw him this way. Other yo-yo, smacking Artemis. Let's roll higher than 5. Yeah!
All right, Breeze, with a final gasp of effort as you kamikaze yourself onto the dynamite, right? Because you
Yeah.
are hitting the dynamite,
Yes.
correct?
I'm
So-
basically at this point.
You throw Aaron to safety. You yo-yo Artemis in the face, vaporizing her.
Yeah!
Fucking Christ.
You land on the dynamite, exploding yourself for another 5 damage. So you're at -5.
Yeah.
But that 5 damage also radiates outwards and hits Blackberry and Paprika as well.
Nice. That's about as good as I could ask for.
Breeze, it sucks. Like, Breeze is always, like, pretty effective in both of the bounties he's been in, but it's always in the most staggering, like, he gets to the finish line, but he's got his shoes tied together and he's on fire when he gets
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Oh my god. Alright.
Well, I went
And
out
that's
on
your
a-
turn.
That's my turn. I
Okay.
gave it everything I got.
There we go. This is everything I've got. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Adelaide
Oh yeah, I forgot about Adelaide.
is experiencing vorception. Alright? So what Adelaide's gonna try to do is...
She's also not near her cauldron because it sure is somewhere else in that swamp.
No, yeah, she's not near her cauldron. She's gonna try to turn Dekka into...
Meh.
Well, now wait a minute, though. She reconsiders, thinking to herself, but wait a minute. If I turn him into something, would that necessarily let me escape? I don't know. So instead, maybe what I should do is just try to blast my way out. So anyways, I just started blasting. So she's gonna try to blast Darkest Magic Dekka. No. It doesn't work.
No, it's fucking hilarious if that did work, because then she steps out and immediately into stomach acid.
Exactly. Yeah. She doesn't manage to escape. She's going to just... I'm gonna give her just a cursory how's she doing in there roll. Not amazing considering
Cauldron's
the
in there as well.
circumstances. I mean, yeah, the cauldron's in there, but that doesn't mean she has access to it. I'm gonna give her
That's
some
bad.
suffocation damage. She's probably out of the fight. I just figured I'd give her a chance.
Yeah.
Now it's Dekka's turn. Dekka, take 5 stomach acid damage.
Cool, I'm at -6.
Yep, I will mark that for you, friend.
Thank you. Do I have anything that activates naturally? I don't think so.
It's just, if I ever come out, I definitely look like I'm dead. So you can ignore that, sorry.
On the bright side, there are like lots of bright, happy, like rainbow smiley faces on the inside of her stomach that are like, yeah, isn't this great? It's like a really pleasant sort of atmosphere, you know?
If Deca could actually, if was conscious enough, he'd probably agree. Seconds before trying to escape as most violently as possible.
Exactly, Athena.
So, she looks at Paprika, looks at around, and then at Aaron. So should I try and get her to spit him out, or just like summon a maid?
Quick aside, when was Celestine's turn again?
After mine. Next
Okay.
time.
I was right
14.
after Athena's, yeah.
So what were the options, Penny?
Try and get Paprika to take a full turn under my control, spitting out Decker, etc., or I just summon a maid and see what happens.
I'd suggest just summoning a maid, because the thing is, whenever Blackberry's thing wears off, Dekka's gonna become a full-sized creature inside of Paprika's stomach.
You know what? That's fair. Alright, they do
Oh,
have an
Christ,
icon.
shit, that's right.
Yeah, no, that's
The
what I
thing
was
is-
Yep, that's what we were
earlier.
talking about, yeah.
And then you're like, no, but it's fine, they're just dead. I was like, okay, sure, Penny. Iris, I mean, fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. See, here's the thing. I feel like she takes some damage from that, but also, you know, she can handle it. She's not gonna, like, spit him up because of that. She'll take some damage, but
I
yeah.
don't think she could spit him up. He's too big to go back up the fucking track.
That's fair. She did do this to Geist once. Like, she can deal with it.
Yeah, but Geist is like, literally her talent is that she can fit like underneath doors because she's like a scarecrow.
That's fair, that's fair.
You know what? Gwendolyn, right? Yeah, no, this is useful. Okay, I actually didn't take enough stamina. There we go. I rolled an 11 on summon.
Yeah?
Does she get to act?
Yes.
Alright. Hey, hey, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
I need to ask as a formality. You above 21?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Fuck, what?
This is the bartender.
This is the bartender, and I explicitly can't heal Athena with her because she's not 21. Yeah, so I can serve a drink to Tiny Aaron.
Yeah, Scarlet wrote
He'll be swimming in a fucking glass.
Alright, I'm gonna give you the one that
It's like
heals.
fucking Cuphead.
Give me a shot of tequila.
Oh, well, here's the thing. The one that heals, it's beer.
I disagree.
Yeah, I heavily disagree.
I
Beer
I
sucks
also
so much,
disagree,
eh?
but like, yeah, I don't know. It's what I got. I have diamond wine, and if you want, you could just have diamond wine, and your next non-crit ability deals 1.5 times damage.
I mean, that would require me to, 1, crit, and B, 2, fucking secondary, it would not be on an ability. And considering my enhanced crit range thing as an ability, I don't think so.
That's fine. I can also buff you.
I mean, I either healing or buff, whichever. I don't care.
All right, cool. Let's go with the healing. I think healing Aaron for 8 stamina is a good play.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. I'd have to move here. 1, 2. Yeah, I'd have to be here, but I can still reach him. Gwendolyn puts down the beer. Enjoy.
Do you not have to roll for that, or?
No, well, probably have to roll. I guess it's just a free action.
You just still have to roll, I usually. Like, for stuff like that, you usually have to roll.
Alright. Is
There
it
you go.
a free action for me to drink it now, or would I have to roll on my turn?
I imagine you'd roll now, because, like, I'm just giving you the drink.
Alright. Aaron literally just submerges his bird head. Let's see.
He takes a bird bath in it, yeah.
Yeah, it's the, like the little bird toys, you know, that bobble
Literally
up and
moments later, it is dry. You're not sure if it was evaporated or he actually drank it that fast.
Alright, yeah, you heal up.
Right.
Now, as a question, because there was technically... Well, I guess there technically wasn't more of it for Aaron. He was just smaller.
down. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't want
Holy
to think
shit,
about what.
being drunk as a bird is weird as fuck.
Hold on. Let me just check something here.
I didn't know why it's crossed like this.
Yeah. Okay. That is just gonna be her turn because she can't move. Well, actually, no. Hold on. I can actually reach Blackberry. Fuck yeah.
Me when I'm Shosho and I'm sitting next to my wife on the couch.
Let me grab this because this says melee range, right? However, if I use this drink, that's +2 range. I'm gonna smack Blackberry. I don't know why it has +2 range, but I'm gonna do it.
Alright, it's what, 4 damage? Okay.
Yeah, just 4 damage.
I'm gonna give it 3 because she is small and harder to hit right now.
That's
But
valid.
Some of the glass does hit her. My wings.
And then Athena is gonna do possibly a very smart move. Just 2, 3, 4.
+2 range for a mug slam? What?
Yeah, right? I don't know.
You just, you know, gum mug slam. Like, I don't fucking...
Muggy war.
I think it's because it's a
Alright.
larger glass. I
Anyway.
don't know, man.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh! No, because it... Hold on, sorry. It's one of those fucking, like, I'll post it in voices. Sorry.
Yeah, the flower thing, anyway.
Yeah.
Flower thing?
Okay. Anyway, so Roche, did you have any plans for this minion's corpse or something?
Well, no, he dies, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm just
That's the
asking
plan.
if you had any plans for
That's
him.
the plan. Killing him.
Yeah, murder,
Yeah,
death,
because
destruction.
Okay, yeah.
here's what happens when he dies.
Ah!
Oh,
I've strangled him.
Yeah,
Yes,
that goes to just a,
yeah.
a
You
killer.
watch the life drain out of his eyes as his head just finally just.
That was a little bit creepy, but
You don't get anything at 9.
that's valid. So what I'm gonna do, right? Iramono.
So your mode is getting 2 turns in a row, effectively.
Yeah, I'm getting 2 turns. So what I'm gonna do.
So Roche gets 3 turns.
Yeah.
I see.
Roche, how come Roche gets 3 turns?
So
Paprika's
as a
literally
question-
right there.
well, no. I have a plan. As a question,
The Scribbler's
Iris.
got her.
What could I do to pick up Blackberry? Like, what type of action economy?
I think it would be a main action because, like, since she's an enemy, she'd be like scurrying around and trying not to let that happen. So it would take a bit.
Plus,
use-
she's Blackberry and she's very heavy.
Yeah, I'll use my main action to do that.
Yeah, she's heavier than a sword even when she's this small.
Yeah,
She's
I'll
probably
use my
still a good 15 pounds even this tiny.
yeah. I'll use my first action to pick her up. And I kind of want to hold her, like, here.
Close, keep her safe
Yeah,
forever.
you hold her like baby before you crush her body between your hands.
Like there.
Okay. All right. Go ahead
so-
and make a roll.
Oh, okay. You want me to roll for it? Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not gonna be too
Well,
hard.
that
okay.
is a
Forget your
crit.
D4.
So she's like super held.
She is super held. She is still very heavy, so like you probably can't like, you know, like she's probably about as heavy as like a shot put ball. Random example. So
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that.
So I guess let me check my various melee weapons.
I'd recommend the Wakizashi.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. I'll, cause I'm holding her, right? I want to use the well-polished Wakizashi to, just kind of like, I guess just kind of stabby her with the with her other hand. This is half effectiveness, so, you know, not as terrifying as usual, but like, you know, 50, and then,
8, it's
yeah,
an
so
8.
an 8.
That's your funny number, right?
I don't know if grapple
doesn't have an
counts.
effect.
I don't know if grapple counts as another condition, but shrug.
well, before this sword can hit her, right? Give me a sec. Yeah. Blackberry's gonna try to fuse with Paprika to get out of your grip.
This is gonna be something when Deca, like, bigifies. Embiggens, sorry.
That's not a great roll, and since she's being, like, held right now, like, that's kind of like an active restraint, so yeah, that's not gonna work.
Alright.
Black Rika almost was formed.
Yeah,
but
so
not today.
that would be like 3 damage.
Yeah. 3 damage to Blackberry.
Yeah. And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna poke myself for 1 and add a d6 to my next damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pat Berry.
And then now it's my
Deco would literally be completely annihilated.
Now it's my turn again, so I'm gonna poke myself and add another d6 to my next attack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Spirit Wave technique with properties of Vodka and...
So this is on your second turn, right? Just confirm?
Yes, this is on my second turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Spirit Wave technique with Vlotka and Anne, because Anne can count up things and Vlotka can pierce through things. I want to, from the hand I'm holding Blackberry with, shoot out like 2 big, massive fucking like stakes of energy through the 2 of them.
Alright.
And I roll the d4.
Okay.
So that's 12 damage.
So, and you're shooting
and that would be... Yeah. It would be 4 to 6 plus 5 damage.
Oof. Okay. Well, here's the thing. So, she's in that... You're using this from the hand that's holding her, right? So it's a little awkward, but I'm still gonna try. It's definitely not gonna be easy, but she's going to try to eat the Spirit Wave as it comes out of your hand. No.
And
Like,
even if you wanted it to partially work, because the thing is, Iramoto is specifically making it 2 waves, so I don't know if that affects us at all.
That's fair. I'm gonna say that this reduces the power of the wave power real quick. But a lot of the energy is still not being consumed. So
I'm just hoping that because, you know, she's in my hand, the whole energy's coming from my hand, it just fucking hurts her a lot, and then maybe bits Paprika.
Yeah, it's gonna bit both of them for a bit. Paprika's looking pretty bad. Ow.
In which case... No, I don't think I'm gonna try and go for a strangulation chain. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna move... Or actually, I'm not gonna move just yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my second main action to use, Yes. I'm gonna use Bill's gun, and because I have Artemis in here, maybe I can just shoot a second time afterwards.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see
It's a
why not. You
7.
missed the first shot. Well, okay. You glance the first shot.
It's a
against-
half damage as well, keep in mind.
Yeah. Who is this on? Blackberry?
Paprika.
Oh, Paprika. Okay.
Paprika.
So you glance her a little bit.
And then I'm gonna, if you'll allow me, shoot again.
Yeah. Go ahead. One more shot.
A 7.
7. Okay. This is on Paprika again, right? So it's gonna
Yeah.
poop her for that much.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna move here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
I assume you're still holding action figure Blackberry?
Yeah. I'm still holding action figure Blackberry if I'm allowed. I did,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so let's see Roche's third turn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So Faye's gonna use a full round action to use I can crush you with my mind if I wanted on Blackberry. So this does 1d3 damage and reduces her movement by half of the damage taken. Rounded down.
Yeah.
So they lose 1 movement.
Gotcha.
That's Faye's turn.
All right. Blackberry. I'm gonna roll again to see if the shrink wears off now or at the end of this turn. Yeah, it's gonna wear off now.
For just you or for both of us? Or for everyone, I should say.
For everybody.
So now Deca's increasing in size.
So now you know how I said Paprika would take some damage when that happens, because like even though her stomach pretty big, she's a chameleon girl, she can handle it.
I don't think she can handle like more.
It's still like quite a sudden jarring shift in her insides that is gonna make her explode.
Oh yikes!
Do I just pop out of her stomach like Alien?
Yes. Yes, that does happen.
I like to imagine that. Well, like here's what I imagine, right? In Deca's like unconscious dream mind, he's imagining himself popping out like a xenomorph, right? But in reality, it's just him Family Guy death pose on the ground because he's still unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that deals just enough damage to defeat Paprika.
Can you unshrink me?
Yes.
Thank you.
You unshrink me, I'm Aaron, no me.
Okay, Penny.
Now Adelaide's
Sorry, I'm
still
tired.
I'm tired too. Alright. So Blackberry unshrinks. Okay. This got out of control pretty fast. But that's alright. I'm having a good time. So, you know what? Let's keep having a good time. She's gonna slash one of her claws through the air and use this. I'm gonna say that works. She's been rolling meh for the past couple rolls. Let's get that out. Yeah, she's gonna put that right here.
Yummy.
Yummy. And that is going to drag everybody 3 spaces closer to it right now.
Alright. Yo, Bimblo Scrimblos.
Yeah.
Yup.
The Scrimblos are being moved. Yes.
And now that that's happened, Blackberry is then going to hold on, so that would give her that much hunger. Okay. So if I do, hold on, let me check this description. Now, okay, I don't think the projectile she can shoot from her sword isn't like a line attack, right? It's
No,
just,
no,
like,
it's just a cutter
single
projectile.
target.
Yeah, it's a projectile. It's not a line attack.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. But I can still do this. I can still I can still teleport to this space using Rainbow Rain.
A 2?
No, you can't.
I can still try to use it as a main action.
Nope.
No, you can't.
Cool. Thanks, Roll20. In that case,
Still be by Bimblo and Scrimblo.
yeah, she would.
You're trapped
In that
with them.
case, all right. All right, sister. I really need you to do your best this time. Yep. Okay. Sister's gonna show up. It always trips me up that she isn't in my summons folder. She's gonna show up here, and we might as well. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just do that, aren't I? Let's see. So, if I do. Yeah. Okay. And then, or I could do this. Nah, I don't see a reason not to. Let's just do it. Boop.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, real quick. I would just like to ask, Sister being here is like part of Blackberry's like power, right? Because it comes from her shadow, and like, you know, her powers are flaring to do this.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because she's kind of it's sort of like a piece of Blackberry, and she is like unfusing with her to do it. So yeah.
Hey, by the way, earlier when I hit you with the claymore, did I mention that I poisoned you? That's a crit.
So which one are you doing?
I'm poisoning Blackberry so that her powers.
Which effect I was meaning?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to make her take the. Yeah, I'm gonna try and you know, make them take the 4 damage by forcing them to cough up blood from some random organ.
Okay.
And you know, these can all help disrupt an action.
Well, now, alright, I will say I already got her out here, right? So this wouldn't really disrupt Sister's action necessarily. But it
I'm
does
just gonna
damage
make
Blackberry.
Dodge roll real quick, by the way.
That's fine. It does damage Blackberry, and she's looking pretty damn bad after that.
Yeah, that's fair. The reason why I asked was because I assumed, well, like, you know, if Sister is here because of her epithet, and maybe if I fuck with her, her concentration will fizzle and they'll go away.
That's fair, but yeah, she is a separate entity from her still. Like, I get that line of reasoning, but still. So yeah, Aaron, Gwendolyn, and Athena need to make dodge rolls. Aaron, you dodge successfully.
Alright. If this doesn't... No, I would need to do this beforehand. Okay, yeah. Before I do that, I want to try and distract Sister. Now, since Sister is a part of Blackberry, can it be assumed or construed that Sister has been affected by a reality warp this combat?
No.
Alright, damn. Well, I'll still try it anyway. I'm gonna use Hungering Void. Hunger version. Oh my god.
Sorry, but it
All
does
right.
not work.
I'll just fucking die and dodge roll instead. That's a 3. I'll
Let's see
just die.
Gwendolyn's dodge.
Oh yeah, sure, that'll matter when Athena gets knocked out and Gwendolyn
it's fine,
goes
don't
away
worry about
forever. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah. Then Athena goes down.
Gwendolyn's gonna take 5.
Well, no,
The thing
here's
is
the
that
thing.
Athena goes unconscious and the construct is to be summoned.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's fair. I'm too lazy to get the black hole right now, so I'm just gonna make her big.
Yeah.
But yeah. That is happening. I think. Yeah, I think. That's
So before we actually resolve that interaction, just so because we're all doing questions about how Sister works, if I take damage from Sister and I use my ability Seed of Vengeance, would it be legal to be using that seed against Blackberry, or would I have to be targeting Sister?
I think you could still use it against Blackberry,
All
since
right.
Sister.
So,
The thing is, Sister in this case basically just kamikazed herself anyway. So
yeah. I'm gonna use Ashes to Ashes because I know Gwendolyn's gonna die anyway, but might as well. I want to reposition. I'm gonna use Ashes to Ashes to have taken the 4 damage that Gwendolyn was taking. So I'll take that.
One of them was taking 5.
Oh, okay, well, 5 then. -1. And then let's see. Then I'll do the 1 to Seed of Vengeance. Never mind. That's fine. I got reposition. That's what really mattered.
okay. Alright. Is that all of that?
Yep.
Okay, then we go to Aaron.
Alright, and what I heal, I assume I would just heal half since I rolled an 11, right?
Let me see this. So,
It's half to full, depending.
right. What,
It was 5 damage.
yeah, okay. So, yeah, heal half.
Alright, so that would be +3, and then because I'm in full Phoenix, I heal +2. And then I'm going to use my move action to switch back into a regular half-human, because I need my arms for this, I remembered.
Yeah,
And I am crit fishing, so I need to make sure I roll well. So I'm using Reap What You Sow again on Blackberry. So let's see.
Alright, are you trying to get that sample?
God, that's not high enough for the crit. God damn it. Hey, Ramona, oh, you're unconscious. Never mind. Damn you.
Hey,
Damn it.
what about Scrimblows? Can they do anything to help? Can they give an inspiring cheer to Aaron?
Well, first, before I answer that, why do you explicitly need a crit?
Because my passive... Because I can't get samples from enemies unless I critically succeed on an attack against them.
Ah, I see. Okay, I wasn't sure why exactly.
Which is why I'm using Reap What You Sow, which has an enhanced crit range.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
needs
An 18
so
plus.
he needs an 18.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I don't know, Austin. What a Bimblo and Scrimblo. What do you think they do?
Dual teching with me, huh?
Well,
Yeah. How do you think they dual tech with Aaron?
oh, I see. This is a dual tech, eh? So,
I mean, that seems to be... That
well,
would seem to
well,
be
you know,
more likely
honestly,
than-
this works well with what I was doing then, right? So, the Scrimblows, right? Powerful they may be. As we know, they are platformer mascots from ages past that people want in Smash Brothers really bad, despite being in one game that, when looking back on it, is only kind of mediocre, but a lot of people have nostalgia for it, and they think it's like a classic. And Video Game Donkey also said it was really good.
Oh, it's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do, right? As we know, what all of these platforming mascots had, Scrimblow Bimblow is gonna double jump over Blackberry and ground pound on her, right, to hold her down. And Bimblow Scrimblow not following convention, is similarly just gonna hold her down. I don't know. Let's help Aaron. Let's make it a little easier to hit her. So here's the roll for the holding from Bimblo Scrimblow. Alright, okay, and now here's the ground pound. Almost nice.
Almost nice.
Almost.
96 is the first episode of Color Out of Space.
You know, everything seems to work out. 96, that's like the Mario 64 year, right? That was
Look,
96, not 94.
I think it'd be cool if Aaron got a sample, so sure.
Alright, just for the sake of my own, let's just treating it as a reroll that way. At least for my own curiosity, see if I would have crit. No, okay, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry
It was
about
96,
fine.
I was right.
Yep. And then in that case, since it is treated as using cross-pollination, I will need to roll for cross-pollination to see
Now,
if I crit on that.
Does this deal damage, by the way?
The attack with Reap What You Sow deals 2 damage.
Okay, and then it would be a bit of damage from Bimblo and Scrimbo.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
holding her down and ground pounding her, yeah.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And I would heal for half the damage, and then I get some Healy boosty because Phoenix. So how much would you say I heal?
Is this purely from your damage or from the dual
From
tank?
my damage.
From your damage, you would heal up 1, and then, well, +2, so 3.
Alright, cool. And then how much would you say cross-pollination on getting a blackberry sample would be?
Hold on. So, yeah, you take a sample and... Yeah, how does this work exactly again?
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
the more broken the fruit would be because of the sample, the more you can make me pay. It's entirely relative to what you believe.
I'd say pay 3. I mean, I don't know what exact fruit would come out of this. I mean, she's a black hole, so
Making
maybe
a
like
black
a
hole
yummy,
demon
yummy.
Zoan.
A black hole demon. Okay. Yeah, pay 3. That's probably gonna be pretty strong.
Yeah.
A
Yep, yep.
black hole demon zone is something. All right.
That's
Okay.
my turn. And
Well-
Scrimblow's
Well,
turns.
at the very least, I imagine that Scrimblow, I mean, he put a lot of effort in that ground pound. He probably can't move. But Bimblo, he just held Blackberry down. So I want Bimblo to move back a little bit. You know, we're just gonna clear the way, you know?
Bimblo's gonna move back.
He's just gonna move back a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
Faye.
Faye's here!
Faye was talking.
Oh, Faye is here!
I forgot. I legitimately forgot. Faye
Me
was
too!
under
Me too!
there. It's so fucking funny. Especially because it's our turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, now hear me out, right?
Oh, here
Yeah.
So, they can only access her alien form a number of rounds per day equal to her proficiency score divided by 5, and her
The one
proficiency is
proficiency
like...
you got gave you another one, didn't it?
Well, no. The
Okay,
thing is,
good.
I only stayed in for a turn. I don't know if you would let that technicality technically count for something. Well, even still, I think it did sort of give me another, like, I mean, I got to 9. I don't know if it rounds up or down. It
I
isn't
just did
stated,
it rounds down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. You need one more prop. Sorry.
well, that's fair. All right, Rock.
All right.
Oh yeah, baby.
You're up your rock. Okay.
Yeah, baby!
I hate just the phrasing of that so much.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking about it because theoretically, she could. Oh wait, if she stays in it any longer, it would require them to roll saving throws against death. So she could be in it. She would just potentially die.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that means for the bounty or for real, actually. So that's a little scary. I'm not gonna test that.
I mean, I think it would just be you data die, but
The thing is, you say that, Iris, but this is Drake mechanics, so it's not something you should probably test.
I'm gonna
Sure.
attempt to crush Blackberry.
Crush.
The
Okay.
D3.
the D3 damage. You wanna know
2
something funny?
damage.
Oh,
I
no!
swear to fucking God.
Perish beneath my heels. You said I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick this child. 5.
Now,
5 damage.
Now, I don't mean to screw us out of victory, right? Is Adelaide just still in there? Is she like?
No, she's gone. It's
Okay,
fine.
got it.
Like, she's still in there, but like, I don't care. It's 7 a.m. I'll give it to you guys. Dude, Austin, imagine being me, right? And thinking, man, wouldn't it be hilarious if, like, Jimbo Scrimbo got the final blow, and then I move him and Faye is under there?
Did you forget about me?
We did.
I legitimately did, yeah.
Yeah,
The secret 6th party member.
yeah. Hidden in secret, lying in wait.
I can't believe she did that.
So
She earned that 1 stamina, right, guys?
Yes.
Can you believe that I'm pretty sure that Faye knocked out the most amount of enemies in this bounty.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Deca's a close second.
the rest of them were like Deca casualties.
Not even on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
That's how Deca works.
See, I had to play support. This is not my own fault.
Now,
I'm going up by 2 so I can add Breeze to my made list.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I didn't do anything impactful enough to gain a talent, unfortunately, but
I don't know.
I don't know,
Iris, that's
freeing
up
you
to
from the cocoon was pretty important.
Fuck is Breeze's last name?
Avery.
17 Croft? Holy shit. Also as a question because I'm curious, or actually no, this can wait, but you get up something at 16. Knack is snack. Deca can use a bonus action on his turn to eat a knack. This prevents him from using it for the rest of the session, but gives him a small buff based on it for the session, as well as letting him ignore the damage he'd take from knack for knacks for at least an hour if he would be suffering from it. At the end of the session, he coughs up the knack, so he can keep it in nice working order. You can also heal 3 to 5 from this once per combat.
Tasty.
And don't forget, Iramona, because you have all of your ghosts inside of you, you are considered a powerhouse type amongst everything else, so you get 6 stamina.
Nice. That is what I was wondering. It's good that that happened. Is Deca...
Because you didn't take
Sorry.
damage, you just costed yourself to death. And
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
ghosts were still in you.
As a question, is Deca, or would Aaron let Deca keep the Numa?
That's a question for Deca.
I mean, I think Deca could cause some chaos, so if Aaron would let it, Deca would keep it.
Yes, because I don't want the Numa on my list anymore, because it keeps getting rolled. It's not that good.
You say that, it seems pretty aight to me.
It's useful, but it's not good.
I also would like to ask, because it was pretty helpful, would you like to keep this one that I ate as well, Aaron?
Which one did you get?
Majo.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping that one. Fuck you.
I apologize for making you upset, I guess. Shrugs.
Alright. That was a lot of fun, you guys.
That was fun.
Thank you all for playing and for staying up late with me to do this very dumb, bad, ill-advised decision.
So, actually, really quickly, before I do the wrap-up, what off is Aaron at?
55 now.
Ooh, yikes.
Oh.
That's, we're getting there.
Yikey wikesies.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So, if you all enjoyed yourself and you want to know when, where, how, why you can catch more of the stuff we're doing on this Twitch channel, make sure to join our funky Discord server. Join dining! Ah, there it is! Click, click! Thank you all very much for watching. It's always a great time. Thank you all very, very much. Of course, thank you to fellow players here today, and of course, big thank you to Iris for running this this bounty, which for us is very late. For others, it may be in the morning. We're all night owls, and we're suffering. If you're watching this as it's being broadcast live, if you give it about
What's wrong with you?
if you give it about like 8 hours, you're gonna be able to catch the newest session of DBA at least around 8-ish hours. Might be a little bit later, partially because we stayed up late. But yeah, we got that going on. So if you're feeling spicy, feel free to join that. You can get notified as to when exactly that's happening. Otherwise, just stick around for like the 3 p.m. / slightly later time slot. And we'll be up around then, so there's that. And yeah, once again, thank you all for watching one last time. And for now, good night, morning, and say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye to China.
Bye.